Are we starting? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's program of the Nigerian Bar Association Sokoto Branch Young Lawyers Forum. It is a two-day capacity building training on ICT and freelancing. You are all welcome. Let me start by introducing those on the high table. I will start with our able prof, Professor Ibrahim Abdullahi, SAN. You are welcome, sir. Also on the high table is the MBA chairman in person of Rashidat Muhammad. You are welcome, ma. We also have our facilitator here, Ahmad, Aminu Ahmad. You are welcome, sir. You are all welcome to today's program. Okay. And today's sponsor is Professor Ibrahim Shehu Bakori from Usman and Fodio University. Please give him a round of applause. Let's just start with opening prayers. Barrister Shamsu, please give us the opening prayers. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move forward with the program, let me recognize the presence of our Young Lawyers Forum Chairman and person of Abdullahi A.A. Sokoto. We are also recognizing the presence of His Worship Osman. You are welcome, sir. Yes, and our ESCO members, both from the MBA as Caliphate Bar and those of the Young Lawyers Forum. You are all welcome. The next item on our agenda is a welcome remark by the chairman, Young Lawyers Forum.
Good morning, gentlemen. I trust we are all doing great this morning. I want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every member that is here for this our great 2 days capacity building training on ICT. And I would also like to use this opportunity to thank our sponsor in person of Professor Ibrahim Shehu Bakori. He is our lecturer, and since during our academic days, he has been there for us, guiding us and trying to be a father. We thank him very much for giving us this opportunity to learn more about ICT. I also used to like to use this opportunity to welcome our able SAN in person of Professor Ibrahim Abdullahi, who always stands by the side of young lawyers in this branch to assist and help us. Thank you, sir. Words cannot express our happiness and the contribution you always give to young lawyers. I would like to, in this juncture, welcome all of you and hope that all of us will learn and get something to take away home. Thank you very much.
That was the chairman, Young Lawyers Forum. Thank you so much. We all know how important it is, ICT and freelancing in our everyday life. I hope everybody will take one or two things with him at home, and I hope this will improve us in our day-to-day activities. Thank you so much. And our next program is the remark by the sponsor and the person of Professor Ibrahim Shehu. Okay. While we wait for our sponsor to come in, we'll move to the next agenda. This will be the remark by the Chairman Council of Continuing Legal Education, Professor Ibrahim Abdullahi, SAN.
Okay, I will be very brief. I welcome you all to this. I welcome you all to this 2 day capacity building training on ICT and freelancing. Now that the world is changing, and going digital is a truism. Now the end thing, as far as the world is concerned, is in the area of information and communication technology. This is an area that is evolving, and the world is evolving with it. Research cannot be seamless without a sound knowledge of ICT, and therefore lawyers should equally not be left behind. So this 2 day capacity building is very timely, taking into consideration what is happening globally. Globalization is the end thing now. Globalization equally goes with information and communication technology. So I hope within the incoming days, you'll be able to put into practice what you will be able to learn through this particular program and ensure that at least you become very conversant in areas relating to information and communication technology and anything that has to do with digital learning. As far as we are concerned, you can see that the Evidence Act Section 84 of the Evidence Act has been amended, and what actually informed the amendment of Section 84 of the Evidence Act has to do with issues bordering on digital signatures or electronic evidence. Electronic evidence, of course, forms part and parcel of ICT. So within the incoming days, I hope that what you're able to learn from this particular program, you will take it, use it, and of course, be proficient in the areas relating to ICT. I wish you a happy deliberation. Thank you.
That is the chairman, Council for Legal Education. Please, let's give him a hand of applause. Yeah. Now we'll hear the remark by the sponsor. He's online. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chair. How are you?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello,
Hello,
sir, we
can you
can hear you. Please go on.
Yes,
Yes, I can touch your video.
good morning, my Lana.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Uh, uh, Let me give recognition to my HOD, Professor Ibrahim Abdullahi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Uh, in fact, I have uh, very little to say. My HOD has said, hello, it's
Hello,
echoing.
sir. Go on, we can hear you.
Yes. HOD has said it all regarding information and communication technology. The legal profession, the driving force to current contemporary legal profession is the information and communication technology tools. The emerging technology really which young lawyers supposed to embrace will definitely, hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir, we are with you.
Yes, will definitely assist the young lawyers in achieving their target goals. So in fact, this kind of conference or rather workshop for young lawyers is timely and is very important. I salute the Sokoto branch of the MBA under the leadership of the chair for this noble innovation, and I look forward to also assist her and the rest of her escorts in organizing similar events. Why I'm so much interested in this is my area. And Madam Chair, I would also like to say this to boost your tenure. If there is any, maybe if there is any opportunity for international training or workshop regarding this ICT and legal practice, I will let you know. Though recently we have one in California, but it's coming up in March. It is is on internet law work in progress, which will be very important. I think I will be sending you links so that maybe 2 or 3 people can join, so that the knowledge you acquire there, you bring it back home, organize series of workshop for the young lawyers. I salute you once again for this noble innovation, and I wish you a hitch-free deliberation. Thank you very much.
It came up precisely when we needed it the most. Information technology is a key component in today's world, and it is a knowledge most acquired by all. So we are very grateful, sir, for this opportunity. We are most grateful. Please let us give him a round of applause.
Capacity building on ICT and freelancing for young lawyers. During the welcome remark of your chairman, he deliberately refused to recognize my presence, and I will not hold that against you. I know why you did that. I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to my executive committee members of the branch. Just because you're young lawyers and you have this youthful exuberance and you have a lot you want to achieve does not mean you have the free hand to go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Everything we are doing here today is possible because we have the cooperation, the commitment, and the support of the entire ESCO of the MBA Sokoto branch. So I thank you so much for supporting me, because it's something that have to come through a proposal and we have to get the approval of the ESCOs before we can go ahead and implement whatever we want to implement, whether for the branch or for the young lawyers. I equally want to use this opportunity to thank you very much, sir. Then Professor Ibrahim Abdullahi, SAN. Um, it is CC Chairman Continual Legal Education Committee, so not Council of but I fondly call him my personal assistant on progressive matters. And all of you will agree with me that if not because of being lucky to have him as the chairman of Continual Legal Education Committee, I wouldn't know what I would have done as the chairman of the branch, especially in terms of the progresses we've had regarding continual legal education in this branch. So thank you so much, sir, for always been there. And we came up with this program from the beginning. He was aware, and then we've been in touch. But suddenly the communication stopped until this morning. I was surprised when he chatted me and said, "Is this program still coming up this morning?" I said, "Yes, sir, it's coming up, and we need it to be there and be in dress code." And he, without any hesitation, he said, "Sure, I'll be there." So I started jumping, I started dancing. That goes to show the level of commitment. It's not everybody you wake up one morning and tell him that you're having a program and they will show up, and they will still show up in the way and manner you expected them to. We all agree that we are going to be in dress code, and I must appreciate the young lawyers for their cooperation. Most of them here are putting on, almost all of them are in their dress code. Your worship, I'm not happy with you because you have been in charge of this program. I'm surprised to see you your captain this month. But all the same, thank you so much for your commitment. Thank you so much for coming. Now, just like any other speaker said, we cannot deny the fact that technology is exploring, is exciting. The world is going digital, and so also the legal practice. Um, the number of lawyers we have in litigation today, I'm not too certain about the data, but we have quite a number of lawyers that are not in litigation. They are not in practice. That doesn't mean they are not practicing. That doesn't mean they are not doing the work of the legal profession. But there are a lot of lawyers that discover that there is more in technology than even litigation. We have people that decide to go for they call themselves, I think I saw a group called Lawyers in Business something something. They don't go to court, but they make the most of money than even lawyers in litigation. And we have lawyers in technology. In 2023, the MBA Annual General Conference that came up in Abuja, 2023, I was a member, and I anchored a program on artificial intelligence. After that program, a lady approached me that she has been in practice for over 5 years and she has never been in court. She has never done anything physical. She work online and she's making it. She introduced me to a few things. And I can equally assure you that what I make being online is not up to, I don't even make anything physical. Those that know me very well knows that for a long time I only go if I want to pick pro bono cases in court. But most of my work are online. And it's only when you are exploring this space of artificial intelligence, AI, that you'll be able to multitask and still earn a genuine or decent living. You'll be doing 2, 3 things at the same time and you get paid. And like Prof said, there are a lot of opportunities in artificial intelligence space that when you are not in that space, you may not even know. So this training is coming very timely. And I want to use this opportunity to appreciate immensely our sponsor, Professor Ibrahim Shehu Bakuri. And I will also recognize the role our sister here played, our financial secretary, that is Gilima. Please stand up for those that don't know you. Yes, it's possible. Those yeah, I want to say she made it possible, and I was so impressed. It was a proposal that was brought to my office by your chairman, Young Lawyers Forum chairman, and I saw it as a very brilliant idea. We need to have something like this for the young lawyers. But then I was skeptical of how possible this is going to be. And she said no, that she knows somebody who also has interest in that area, and the person is even a professor in that area, that she will talk to that person. I didn't even know it's somebody I know. And when I asked, she told me that Professor Sheuba, you can have your seat. Professor Shehu Ibrahim Shehu Bakura, sir, he was my lecturer, but ever since I left Damfudio, I've never had any reason. We've no cross paths, so I don't even have his number. And she assured me that she will make sure she contacts him and make him see why reasons why he should. And this man, when he was contacted, he didn't think twice. He just linked us up with this company that he should come and have our young lawyers trained, and he's going to foot the bill. So I think he deserves a round of applause. Please, let's Prof, if you're still there, I will say thank you so much, and I pray that God Almighty will continue to guide and protect you. However, I will also plead with you to start looking on how we can have a second phase of this training. We only pick 50 young lawyers, and we have more than 100 young lawyers in this branch. So it's something we wouldn't mind to have another training of this nature for those that may not be able to benefit today. And we are going to come back to you, sir. You start it, and we appreciate if you can complete it for us, so that other people that want to sponsor will look for other programs that they can sponsor, while you will be in charge of this AI training, both financially and any other thing that may be involved. Thank you so much. Then lastly, I would like to call on young lawyers to explore this area and put in your best, then you get your best out of it. The faces I'm seeing here, most of them, especially the women, they are in the judiciary. And even the judiciary now, I saw a notice somewhere where the CJ is asking all the judges to explore this area, that and I quite agree with his submissions, saying that there are certain things we don't need to do physical. It is the process, and it cut cost. So, and another thing again, for women, we have limited access, we have limited freedom. So if you are very confident that you have learned how to make money from this space, you don't need to have issues with your husband saying that you are going to work, or my wife will not work. We have women today that don't go about, they are making money even than their husbands, because they are exploring the area of artificial intelligence. And you are lucky. Yours is going to be exceptional, because you are a lawyer, you are a legal practitioner, you are a professional. So if somebody is using AI to do business, and you are coming to say, okay, I'm a lawyer, I want to explore AI to provide services, I think you have more patronage than even those that are doing business. So please utilize this opportunity, pay attention, learn what you're going to learn here today, and use it in your area of practice. Thank you so much for having me as your chairman, and I assure you I will continue to put in my best to make sure that the young lawyers of this branch get the best out of this administration. Mr. Chairman, Young Lawyers Forum, don't worry, we'll settle our case outside. Thank you all.
Haven't had the chairman of the MBA Sokoto branch. I think it's time we start the training proper. But before we go into the training, let me first of all introduce myself. I am Barrister AF Hassan, and I'm the anchor of today's program. You are all welcome. So we'll start the training proper.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Uh, Good morning to you all, and you are all welcome to this 2 days capacity building training on ICT and freelancing, which was organized by Young Lawyers Forum MBA Sokoto branch, and it was sponsored by Professor Ibrahim Shehu Bakui, which Ahmad Technologies and Consultancy Limited will facilitate. First of all, I have to start with the introduction related to this training. and I will look at some of the things we are going to talk about on this. So I'll talk about Hamad Technologies briefly in just 1 minute so that people will know the company that is about to facilitate these 2 days training. And also we'll look at our D1 outlines because today is our D1 and we'll look at the D1 outlines, what we are going to cover today. Then after this D1 outline, we finish everything in D1, then we'll have question and answer, then we'll have a conclusion and call it a day. We start to move. So about Ahmad Technologies and Consultancy Limited in brief, Ahmad Technology is an indigenous information technology company that provides data science services, software development, edutech workshops, training, digital and information communication technology solutions, products and services using ultra-modern technologies, with the sole aim to let our people reap the benefits of this technological era. The company has offered ICT consultancy services and support to over 20,000 people and clients across Nigeria. The company has helped in the coordination of private and government establishments processes for technology in Nigeria. So this is in brief about the company, which I'm the founder and also the CEO of the company. And this is where I'm going to introduce myself. Like I said, I'm Ahmad Aminu Ahmad, and also I can say I'm a legal profession in the legal profession also, and but I kind of have more uh, yes, on ICT and other things like now. So that's why I started this company, and we're rendering our services all over the country and even outside the country. So we have some of our clients and partners. We work with NIDA, where we facilitated a training of 12,000 individuals across Sokoto, Kebbi, and Zamfara. We also work with small and medium enterprises, that is Sosmeda here in Sokoto, Zamfara State Investments, and lots of other clients and companies which we work with them before. So this is all about the company and about me as the founder of the company. So we are going to look at our today's outlines. That is what we are going to cover today. So about this capacity building training, I'll talk about that in brief, what we are going to talk about and how it's going to carried out. Then we'll look at what to expect. So I'll give you some expectations which you should expect at the end of this training, or you should have in your mind. That's what we are going to follow throughout this uh, capacity building training. Then we'll look at the best practices. I will advise you on some of the best practices while we are about to start the one out activities. I will talk about these best practices. What are the ICT skills you need to know? So this is where we'll talk more on what we are going to cover today. We'll have question and answer also and conclusion, like I said before. So this capacity building is going to be a 2 days capacity building training on ICT and freelancing. And since it is a 2 days training, the one that is today, we are taking the ICT aspect for today. We'll cover them, and tomorrow we'll look at the freelancing aspect of the training. So that's what is going to be. And hopefully we wanted to start this training by 9 a.m., which I was told that it was shifted to 10 a.m. also. So we could have started in time because we have a lot to cover. And I want us to cover all what we plan to cover. So, but despite that, we'll see what we can do to fast track things and, of course, to meet up with what we planned. So what to expect? Number one, you should expect 100% hands-on activities. All my trainings and all the capacity building workshops that I carried on, I used to tell people I don't give handouts. So it's like you write whatever you want to write, you jot it down, and that way all the writing materials was shared with you. Everything we are going to do is going to be 100% hands-on activity. That's why you were told to come with your laptops. And I believed in the email you specified that. So everything is going to be hands-on activities. That's what we are going to do. And also we'll discuss about ICT employability skills. So we are going to talk about the skills you need to, to earn some, some money or something like that. So that what we'll focus on. So don't expect us to talk about maybe everything. No, we'll talk about related ICT skills that are applicable to our uh, practice and our profession. Then we'll talk about know-how and stand out. So this is where we'll discuss about when we are talking about the freelancing, how are you going to market the skills that you learn? How are you going to apply them? How are you going to stand out? Even if you find yourself in 100 lawyers, how are you going to stand out with these skills that you are going to learn today? And I think maybe if time permit us, we are going to have a simple group task. At the end of each module of this training, we'll have some tasks, which may be 4 or 3 or 5 groups, uh, or team of people, 5 teams of people maybe can form together to create maybe a particular task based on what we learned. Because I said it's 100% hands-on, so we expect you to be able to practice what you learned during this workshop. So these are the best practices that I will advise you. First of all, do not assume you know it all. So what we are going to do, please learn or try to listen, try to learn what to write, what you want. I normally whenever I'm having this kind of ICT training with people, a lot of people in Nigeria are very good in pretending. We know it. If you started, people will start saying other things. They will start to do a lot of things. It's when you reach a particular stage, then people will start calling you back. Please come back. How do you do it? So please, I want to tell you that, yeah, of course you can know it or you know it, but in as much as we are doing it now, maybe we can say some 1 or 2 things, or even half something that maybe you don't know which you will learn. So that when we reach a particular stage, you will not tell us that, please come back. How do we do this? And how do we do that? And let me say this to you, we are recording this session entirely, right from the beginning. So even after today's class, the entire session will be available to all of you, which you can go back and watch and listen to maybe some things that you missed. And also make sure you follow everything. So you are following everything. Make sure you follow everything from day one or from the beginning till the end. Because all what you are going to learn will be changed. And I believe is going to, when you are not following or you meet us at the middle of something, maybe it will be difficult for you to comprehend. Make sure you participate in the group assignment. So the tasks that we are going to do, make sure you participate so that at least if you did not understand, maybe 1 or 2 of your friends might they might guide you in order for you to know how to do that. And also, if you did not understand it, maybe after you practice, maybe you do not understand it now, please don't pressurize yourself. Give it time and keep practicing. So it takes time for you to adopt, to master it, and to do other things. So you can see me now working on it like this. Me, I was in ICT like since 2007. So I'm going to teach you something maybe I've been using since then today. Don't expect maybe to master it maybe just like that, just right now. So just don't put pressure on yourself. Give it time. Since the video is available, you can watch, you can go ahead and practice it by yourself. So these are the uh, best practices that I will kind of advise you to adopt. So what are the ICT skills you need to know? So this ICT has a lot of things. Like I told you, there are a lot of people that are pretending in ICT that, okay, we know ICT, we know this, we know that. And another thing about ICT is if you applied ICT within the context that the skill is not applicable in that context, you are just like wasting your time learning that skill. That's one thing about ICT. So whenever you are learning ICT, make sure you learn something that is applicable to the context you are living in. This is what is happening to lots of people that are going abroad to study ICT or computer science. When they come back to Nigeria, the level that they studied there, we are not at that particular level in Nigeria. Now we are even battling with data, network issues, and whatever. There they are talking about 1 gig per second. Now we are talking about 200 KB or 1 MB per second. So the gap is kind of too wide that you cannot apply the skills you learn there to apply it here. And all this, you see, issue of Zoom and whatever, all these things, you see, in Nigeria now, up till now, there are lots of people when you talk about Zoom, they don't know how to work with that Zoom. Even now, it was introduced for code processing and whatever to use Zoom, but a lot of people are finding it difficult to use it. Even if you know how to use it, Nigerian network will not allow you to participate. So you just keep saying, my Lord, I can't listen by the end of the day. And that's the end of the process of the session. So you need to learn ICT skills that are applicable, and you need to learn contextual ICT skills, skills that you can apply, skills that you can work with, and skills that will be kind of marketable within the Nigerian context. So these are the skills that we are going to discuss about. And these skills, a lot of people are thinking they are not what they want, but they are what they need. Uh, I'm going to talk about them, but before I show you the skills, is that there are lots of people that when they ask me, okay, we want you to come and train our people, and I will tell them, okay, I will train them on Microsoft Office suits. I will train them on that. The person will tell you, no, we don't want that. We don't want that. We pass that level. Tell us what you are going. We want you to come and teach us machine learning. We want you to come and talk about all other these big ICT uh, professions or ICT topics. So you see, our people are kind of thinking, looking down at things that they need to learn and work with. They are looking down at them. They don't want such skills. They want to learn the skills that even if you learn them, you come back to Nigerian context, look at the context, you cannot apply them within the Nigerian context. They are not applicable. So these are the skills we are going to look at, the skills that you need, the skills that I suppose and I believed will help you to work within the Nigerian context and will help you to improve. It will improve your efficiency in this profession. And that's why today we'll look at all these ICT skills, while tomorrow we'll look at the freelancing, where we'll look at how are you going to market these skills that you learn to digitalize them and to go globally, not even nationally, to go globally and do all that. So the first one we are going to discuss about, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about Microsoft Word. I'll show you the contents we are going to cover in each of these modules. I'll show you the context. We're going to look at some things related to each of these, and we'll also look at the presentation. So Microsoft Word, you know, is all the documents we are using. We create them from Microsoft Word, right? These are the document, all the processes and everything. We use Microsoft Word for that. You'll find it all very odd that there are lots of people, of course, that's why a lot of things are linking in Nigeria. A lot of secrets and a lot of documents that are confidential are always coming out, are always going viral. It's because of lack of most of the people that are supposed to draft such documents. They don't have the skills to to draft the document by themselves. So that's why you see a confidential document. You'll find it very difficult that sometimes you'll go to EMEA and find Sokoto State or some confidential document, payroll and whatever, they are photocopying it there. You see, all these are things that if we have people that know how to type that, how to draft that, how to work on that, why will you take it out? Why will you take such type of document out? That's why a governor will sack someone. Before the governor announced he sacked him, the document is out. So how? How did it happen? So it's all because of we lack people with the experience to do also. So we'll talk about the Microsoft Word, where we'll discuss about the document, and also we'll talk about presentation. We'll look at the PowerPoint. We'll talk about that presentation. We'll learn skills on how to develop, not even fancy presentation or some, just at least you need to have a basics on how you can create a presentation, because it's something that, of course, as a lawyer, you need to have that. There's a debriefing even within the chamber to present the process of your cases, to present maybe your activities, to present your achievement, maybe weekly achievements, monthly achievements. All these are something that as a lawyer, you need to have them in you. So immediately when you are having a meeting, just project your laptop and present. Talk about what you have done. At least you need to have these skills. So all these skills are kind of supposed to be common. Everybody's supposed to have these skills and know how to use them. And we'll look at Microsoft Excel too. This is more of calculation, but of course, lawyers supposed to have records of their spendings, their income, their all this. So we'll look at this, and I will show you maybe in this. We'll look at how to create some even simple tracking template that you can do, like maybe cases tracking and deadline sheet or template. You can do that. You can have your own template to track all your cases. How many days left for you to go to court, or how many days? What is the process of this? This is something that is very simple. You need to have them. All your income, expenses, expenditures, and all this. You need to have your simple Excel sheet where you calculate such. So when you open it, you can go through it. You have the record, you have the date, you have everything, and you save it on your laptop. So it's something that you need to have. Is something the skill that you need to have in you. And after that, we'll look at the use of the internet. That's the last thing that we'll look at, the use of the internet. Here, there are lots of lawyers, a lot of people that, like I said, they don't know how to start a Zoom meeting, how to participate in the Zoom meeting. We'll look at that. I'll show you how to create that, how to share the link, how people can join. And there are people, of course, that don't know that doesn't know how to send email. Even email, to compose an email. There are lots of people that don't know how to do that. How are you going to use the CC? How are you going to use the to? How are you going to use the BCC? How are you going to use a lot of that? How are you even going to attach files? A lot of people have no idea how to do that. And after that, also on this use of internet, we'll look at the online collaboration and documents sharing. We'll look at that also to learn how to share documents online, how to collaboratively work on the documents. As a lawyer, maybe you have a document, all your documents online using cloud storage. You can go there online, review the document together, edit whatever you want to edit together, work on the document together, and after that, you finalize everything and you download. So we'll look at that. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that online sharing document? How are you going to share document? And all that we'll look at that at the end of this. So you see, we have a lot of things to cover. We have a lot things to cover, a lot of things. And we'll see what we can, and I'll see what we can, so that we can be able to achieve all these that we plan to achieve. So let's look at the MS Word. I will tell you all the outlines of it that we are going to cover. Then I will stop this. I will go to, I will open the MS Word. Then we'll start the practicing of all the outlines that I'm going to mention now. So first of all, we'll look at saving, naming, and organizing or archiving of files. That's number one thing that we'll look at. You see, as a lawyer, you need to learn how to archive your files. It's something that I believed we all go through that. So you need to learn on a computer, on your laptop or desktop. You need to learn how to archive your files, how to save the files, how to name them, how to archive them, so that your everything will be intact. Your everything will be in one place. So when you open a particular folder, by mere looking at the folder, you know you have this, you have that, you have this. All your cases, you can just arrange them. Maybe criminal cases, under criminal cases, maybe murder cases, under murder. Just you categorize everything, you archive everything in one folder. So we'll look at that. How are you going to save, naming, organizing, or archiving of files? We'll look at that. That's number one thing. Secondly, we'll look at text customization and editing. So this text customization and editing, we'll look at that because it's most of the thing, all documents we are creating, we customize them, we edit them, and arranging all this is something that you need to learn how to. What font style are you going to use? Or you need to know what is font style, what is font size, because you can have one document with 50 font style, 50 fonts, different font size, three font styles. You see, all these will lose skanky and will lose kind of scattered and like that. So you need to, as a lawyer, at least a best practice, you need to know how to create or how to customize and edit a document. This is something that you need to know how to do that. Then we'll look at document creation and designing. In this aspect, I'm not going to talk about all the designing of how to do document, but I'll just take you through how to at least create a letterhead by yourself inside Microsoft Word, so that at least you can go ahead and do a lot of things with what we are going to learn, but that letterhead is what I will show you how to create and design that. At least you know how to do that by yourself and print it from your own personal computer printer. We all need to have personal printer, right? Yeah, even personal laughter. A lot of people. Please, this is something that let me. This is something that all of it's something that you need. It's a necessity. It's not recommendable. I'm not even recommending. It's something that you must have it. You must have your personal computer. You must have your personal printer and your personal photocopy machine. Okay, so we'll look at digital signature. We'll look at the digital signature also. How are you going to affix your signature on digital documents? How are you going to do that? We'll look at that because there are a lot of people now, as you know, all this electronic sign is kind of taking over. So you need to learn how to affix a signature on a document. And I'm going to even take you through this affixing of signature. You see, like I said, we are far left behind because all these, there are some of these Microsoft Outlooks, Teams, and whatever, which you can create even within your chamber that you as a principal partner, you sign on the document, you share the document with other lawyer, the other lawyer will sign back. After he sign, it will go to the other person to sign also. At the end of the day, the document is signed by everybody you download. All these are things that we need to past that level since, but don't worry. Today we'll look at how to create that digital signature, how to do that, I fixed it. And during that online collaboration, if time permit us, even though we are going to use this digital signature on Word, and when we are working on that document collaboration, maybe I'll take you through how to create that signature online so that how to collaborate to create maybe it's a document that 5 people are supposed to sign on the document. So you can create 5 spaces for those people. Just all you need is to put their email address. Once you sign, the document will be sent to the second person that needs to sign. After the person sign, automatically it will be sent to the third person that needs to sign. After the third person sign, it will go to the fourth person, fifth person. At the end of the day, the document will come back to you. These are the things that we need to pass that level. But you see, we are not up to that. We're not up to that. But as time goes on with all this capacity training and all these workshops, before I think we'll just keep growing and maybe within short period of time we'll reach that level, inshallah. So we'll talk at inserting comments for feedback. These are something also we'll look at so that when you are reviewing a document, you learn how to insert a review, how to insert a comment, how to leave a feedback behind. So that when somebody open the document, you look at it, okay, you need to, he just comment on that. Like the way some of the lecturers are using it now, they are making corrections on all the people, all their maybe projects, thesis, and whatever. They are doing it online. Just share the document. They don't want you to go and print 200 pages. When you come back, it will just be taking you back to print 200. No, they will do it online. After they are done, they will share the document back to you. You look at it, you effect the correction. When they come back, they will just go through all the correction. If you have done, make the correction. If there is anything, they will comment back and send it back to you. That's how it is. After everything is finalized, they will ask you to print, bind, and submit the project. So I'll take you through this. You too, as a lawyer, maybe the document will come that you need to review for somebody. So the person doesn't need to print the document. She'll share the document with you, go through the document, then you are going to start commenting. Just pinpoint whatever you want to pinpoint. Don't delete anything, just comment. Please remove this or refresh this or paraphrase on this or do this. Then when you send back the document to the person, will open it and look at what you have said and will effect the correction. So we'll look at this in certain comments for feedback. And also we'll look at adding watermarks for confidential documents. There are confidential documents that you need to put watermarks on them. If you're watching all these movies, American movies and whatever, you see that there are documents that they write confidential on the document or something like that, or high level. So that's the use of watermark. If a document is a confidential document or something, you write that confidential as a watermark on the document so that the person that is reading the document will see the watermark on it, that this document is confidential, so that the person will kind of know that how that he's not going to print it and he's going to take a very good care of it. So we'll look at watermark in just few seconds and you will learn how to use watermark also. Okay, we'll look at mail match for creating bulk letters. You see, sometimes you want to share letters with all your clients. Maybe you increase the retainership fee or something like that. You want to print the document and share with them. You don't need to create that one after the other. You don't need to do that. I'll take you through how you can create thousands of letters within one click in Microsoft Word. Automation, that's the automation level of it. Thousands, even if it is millions of letters that you want to create, within 1 second, you can create the millions of letters and it will carry different names, different address, different phone numbers, different whatever you want to put. So it's something, is a level that, of course, I'll introduce you to that. Maybe you will learn that, and maybe when you are writing a bulk document or you are creating a bulk document or letters, you learn how to do that and you will create it by yourself. And the last thing that we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about password create protecting sensitive document. So I'll show you how to create password on the document. Maybe your file, you want to put password on the file. So we'll look at how are you going to protect the file so that if not you, nobody can open that file. Nobody can see the content of the file. So it's only you that can open the file. It's only you that can see the content of the file. If not you, then the person should can only delete the file, but nobody can see the content that you have in the file. So please, this is what we are going to cover just for Microsoft Word, because we have a lot uh, in other tools that I mentioned. So that's why I told you this training is supposed to be, we're supposed to start the training as early as possible because we need to cover, or we have a lot to cover in it. But let's see what we can do. I'll just take you through this. Like I said, since we are recording the class, I'm explaining what I'm doing. Since we are recording the class, you can go back, watch, and follow it one after the other. But please, you can keep writing what I'm saying as it is now. If you have some question at the end of it, you can ask, then we can move forward. Don't say that you must learn it, you must practice it before we move. Please don't say that. If you say that, it will take us the entire week or it will take a lot of time. Please. Okay, so let me hover over my Microsoft. So let me stop the screen. I'm ending the slides. Okay, so let me open new document like this. So the first thing that I said we are going to discuss about is saving, naming, and organizing or archiving of files. So first of all, let me go to my computer. These are the documents. So I think, yeah. Okay, sorry. I have to share the screen with you also. I'm sorry. Okay, so I believe you can all see it, even those that are online. Yes, my screen is there. Okay, so now we are going to talk about, like I said, we'll talk about saving, naming, and arranging of files or of documents. So first of all, you need to start with creating a folder. You need to start with creating a folder. So now I open just my, anyway, you can go to your document or whatever, any folder. Normally document is where you are saving document. So I'm on my document, this is document, and these are the documents I have on documents. So now you create a folder. You start by creating a folder and you rename that folder with the name. That is the generic name of whatever is going to be included in that particular folder. It can be a year. Some people are using year, and inside the year, they create documents by the way they want them to be. For example, now I can just right click on empty space like this. When you right click, you go to new and you click on folder. That means you are creating a new folder. Let me just write 2025. It means in this 2025 folder, everything that I'm going to do in 2025, I'm going to save them inside a 2025 folder. Please, do you understand this? So let's say, for example, I want to start with cases or maybe court cases. Maybe I want to start with that. Or not court cases. Maybe I want to start with CAC filings. I want to start with other things, maybe even other things that I want to do. I want to start creating all that. So that's the how you will start arranging your folder. Now maybe I can say court cases. That's another folder inside 2025. So it means all the cases that I started in 2025, I need to open this folder of 2025 and go to court cases and look for such cases that I have. Don't worry, like I said, we'll talk about how to manage the case list in Microsoft Excel. When we go there, you will see where you will look at the date when you started the case. You come back to your folder. That way I told you everything is chained. So you come back to the folder and look at the case. You know how when we treated use of library in G1, GST and whatever. There is that how to go and look for the document at library. You go there, look at the indexes, come back, and that's how it works. So here you too, that's how you create your documents within your computer. So when you create court cases, maybe inside that court cases folder also, you right click on it. Court cases, we have a lot of different cases. So if you like, you can categorize them maybe civil cases, criminal cases. If you like, go ahead and do that. Or if you like, maybe you can just put the name of the cases. Maybe all these are marriage cases, all these are this, all these are this. That's how you create it. Inside the folder, you still create this. So this is how you rename and archive files. Even this, we'll start saving the files. Don't worry, I just create this for you to show you how to create the folder. When we start working with we open the Microsoft, we are going back to it. Then I will show you how to save the file in these folders that we just created. We go to the file, we create the file, we rename the file, and we save the file in the folder that we created for that specific file. Please, do you understand this? Can we move to the next? Go. Okay. So this is how we will continue. So if you have your laptop there, you can try that and see. I believe all of you can do that, but just adopt this best practice. You go back, arrange all your files in this, make sure you put them accordingly in the folder that they belong. So next thing is text customization and editing. We'll look at the text customization and what? And editing. I'm going to do something. Okay, let's say this is a text that was given to you. Look at this text. Look at this text. By looking at this text, there are a lot of things that you need to do to make this text stand out, to customize it, to make it cleared the way it's supposed to be. If you look at it now, please, can you tell me how many issues we have in this text? How many issues do you see in this text? You say? Number one. Then what? Font style and font size. Look at it well. Okay. Okay, yeah, I believe some of you cannot. I don't know. I'm sorry, those that are online can see us. It's only you that cannot see. Oh, yeah, you know? Come on, yeah, and then okay. It's like it's coming up. Ah, it's off. Let us say it takes some few minutes to pick. Okay, you can all join with your laptop so that you can see what I'm doing. Since some of you cannot even see clearly on the projector, you can follow. You all have the links. You can join with your mobile phones. I drop a link and I go check your group. The link is there. Because before this come back, I think we can continue. Let's not wait for it. Drop the link for them. You can all follow along. Okay, someone is online. Someone has comment also online. Yeah, he said that one of the problem is the alignment. You have to adjust and align it. Yeah. So that's what he said. That what you said also, the alignment. Now, okay, Yusuf Machido, that what Yusuf Machido said. The issue is for the alignment. Maybe is Yusuf Machido here? Okay, you join online. Yeah. Okay, so are you all? Yeah, let them use their phone so that we continue. When it come back, yeah. Okay, okay. Uh, let's continue. So whenever you open a document or a document is shared with you, are we together? Okay. Did anyone join successfully here? You need a meeting ID. They are asking for meeting ID. Meeting ID. Just click on that link that was shared on in the group. Just use what was shared in the group. Okay, Yadao. Hey, Nagan. So Yadao, Bama, say join them, Baba. Hmm. Okay, I'm sharing back with those online. Okay, so can we continue now? So you can see the screen is back. So okay, sai sun kashe can sai kun kashe saboda echoing na magana ba. You can join us since you are here. You can mute. Sai ku Okay, so all of you said that this document lack alignment, right? The alignment. By mere looking at it, you see there is no. Let me explain this justification alignment of these lines for you. Some of you maybe they might not know. I don't want people to pretend, please. You see, whenever you look at the document like this, all these rows that you see supposed to end at the same age. All of them supposed to be the same line, the same uh, 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 how can I say, the same length. All of them must have the same length, not like the way it is like this. The width of the text is this one cut, this one end, this one this one this. That's what it means. So anyway, whenever you look at a document, you will find out that when you see that, definitely it means that document lack what? Alignment, issue of justification. You need to justify the document. We have four alignments. Four alignments. One is left. Second is what? Right. Third is what? Centralization. While number four is what? Is this justification? That is justifying. These are the four alignment that we have. So you need to understand them. And all of them, if you like, you can use shortcut for them. So if you want, Control R is for right, Control E is for centralize, Control L is for left alignment, while Control J is for justification. That's justifying the text. So we'll look at that together. Another thing that I want you to understand is whenever a document is given to you, please don't just don't just assume. Go through the document before you pinpoint issues in the document. Now, by me looking at this document, all of you will just say is this. Look at it. The document has 3 pages. Look at where my cursor is. This is where you will see the number of pages that a document has. So whenever you are signing a document or you are reviewing a document, look at the number of pages first. Then you go through the pages before you conclude everything. So if you go through these pages, just come down, you go through it, there are a lot of issues in this document. Not only that justification that you saw from the first time. Do you get me? If you come through it, look at it now. This and this, are they the same? Look at it. Look at this, the text. They are not the same because it's different font style. This one is Arial. Why this one is Aptos? It's different font style. If you come down, you see we have something here. This one is bold. Make sure, do you want this bold? That's what you ask yourself before you start the customization. Do you even want the bold? And also, if you look at it, come down. This one has different font size because this one has 12 font size while this one has what? 16. So all these are the things that even by now, there are lots of people when they are writing their project as final year or MSc student will bring their project like this. Bring that process. So it's something that you will ask yourself, where are you going to start the correction? How? So as a legal professional, you need to know that uh, this is something that is unbecoming. If you are doing it or your document looks like this, I saw a lot of people that their processes was kind of rejected because of that. They have different font style, different this, different this. This one look at this one bend. I don't even know how some people are bending text in Microsoft Word. So you need to at least arrange everything to looks clear. So you go back now. First of all, what we are going to do, we are going to arrange this text. All the document, we are going to arrange the document. We want to arrange the document to perfect the font style, the font size, the everything, the alignment, and whatever we want to do, that's what we are going to do now together. First of all, if you want to apply all the customization across the document, all of it, you need to highlight everything, right? So that everything, whatever you did, it will carry uh, what you applied on it. But if you want to maybe apply the customization on one or single, maybe text or paragraph or whatever, you highlight it separately. So now if I want, I can highlight them all. I can scroll down, highlight them to do this. How to highlight is when you come over the text, just hold your left click, not right click, left. You hold left click and you drag like this. That's how you highlight everything. Or if you want to apply shortcut on that, just click on Control A. Control A stands for highlight all. Then it will highlight all the text within the document for you. Please, are we all together? The reason why I'm talking about how to highlight, don't be surprised. There are lots of people that don't know how to highlight a text on documents. So that way I'm just saying all this so that we carry everybody along. Okay. So if you click on Control A or you highlight a specific text, if you don't know how to do this, whenever you come across a text, you will see your cursor. This is cursor, this pointer that is just going like this. If you see your cursor turn to like I, capital I, it shows that you are about to highlight a text or to do whatever you want. So if you hold your left click and you highlight over, it will definitely do the work for you. When it's say highlighting, it means you put something like this gray color on it. That means you highlight the text. So that's what highlighting stands for. So now we want to highlight everything across all these documents. You click Control A. After you click Control A, that is for highlight all. Then first of all, let's start with the justification. Let's justify the text. So you click on Control J. I already told you Control J is for the alignment, justification of the alignment of the rows of the text within the document. So now if you look at it, the document, all the rows now, they have the same age. Now they are on the same line. Do you see how it is? Let me Control Z it to undo. You see what happens? You see it? When you click Control J, the document looks like this. So I told you Control E is centralized. I told you Control R is right and Control L is what? Is left. Left indentation or left alignment. I talk about that. We are not going to talk about it. Now you understand it. Let's move. So after this, then we have a font style and font size that we're going to apply on this document. So normally you need to know some of the documents, there are specific font style and font size that you need to use for such document. If I can recall, I think court processes is 14 font size, right? Yes, you see is 14. It's Times New Roman or Arial. Times. You see, all these are things you need to know, you need to learn, you need to understand. But there are some of people that will use Calibri, they will go and use Arial Black, they will go and use Gotham, they will go and use different font style that they were not asked to use. So please know the font style that is officially adopted by any maybe organization or company or whatever that they are using. Use their official font style and use their official font size. That's how it works. So now we are going to use the official font style of Times New Roman. And don't get confused. There are two Times New Roman, New Times. There is a font style that is called Times. And there is a font style that is called Times New Roman. So when you are writing the two, don't get confused. Whenever you write Times and you just click on Times, there is Times and there is Times New Roman. So you use Times New Roman. So after this is where you select the font size, you write the name or you go across here and search for the name. So this is it. And you just write the Times New Roman. So all this document will take Times New Roman. Let me justify it back again. Then secondly, for the text size, you need to apply the size that you know is the official text size that you are using. Even if it's not code processes, adopt this in all the documents you are going to create. Make sure you adopt it. You are a lawyer, whatever, you are a lawyer, so you are using that font size. And if they have their official one, use what they have. If they don't, use yours, the one that you are using. So now we are going to write 14 here in our font size. Or you can click on this drop down to select 14. You select on 14. Once you select 14, you see the text now is bigger than 12 size, font size that we have before. Now is this. So this is the second thing that we are going to do. The next thing is we have this italic and this bold. If we want to remove them, it's for us to put them back and remove them. Please, do you understand? If we want to remove them, it's for us to what? Put them back to across the entire document and then remove them. That's how we remove them entirely within the document. So now we have bold. For bold, you can click on this B. That is to bold the entire document and just click it back. It means that bold that we had before is gone. We remove it. And for the bold, if you know the shortcut of the bold is Control B, that is Control B to bold and Control B to remove the bold. So for this italic, you need to put that I, this I that you see, click on this I, everything will turn to this italic, and then you remove the italic, then it means it remove all the italic that is within the what? Within the document. Please, are we all together? You see that? Okay, can you see it now? Ba again? Okay, it's better now, right? Okay, thank you. So another thing is for the maybe underline, maybe you can find there are different underlining within the document and what you need to remove that. The same thing you did for that bold, all you need is to click on this underline, this U. You see it applies the underline across all the document. And when you click it back, it will remove all the underline that are within the document. Please, are we together in this? All these are ways that you customize a document. These are the ways you need to follow. So now you know, you learn how to bold, you know how to italic, you know how to underline, you know how to font style, font size of a document. You know how to do that, please. Okay. So this is it. And whenever you have a document that you need to do this, please, this is what you need to go across. These are just the elementary. You know how to justify all the left, right, indentation, the justification, the centralization. You know how to do that. You arrange it and do it like this. The last thing that I will show you related to this text customization is issue of this line spacing. That's what I will talk about, and then we'll call it something, and we move to the next thing on Microsoft Word. You see, sometimes you will be asked to put it double line spaces. So double line space. But I think for code processes, it's not double lines, it's 1.5, right, sir? Please, do you see, are you seeing all this? It's something that somebody will say, this is the first time you know this exists. You need to understand, all these are things that every lawyer is supposed to know this. Every lawyer supposed to know this. So you need to put it 1.5. You see, this is 1.5. You see the line spacing is just adjusted. Before it's not 1.5. Do you get me? The default one is 1.15 or 1.0 is just single line spaces, 1.15. But for 1.5, this is how it's supposed, every document, this is how it's supposed to look like. Don't go and do it like that, the way people used to do it for them to have many pages on their project, to put 2.5 or 2.0, so that you will have like 80 pages. When it brings back to 1.5, it will come to 42 pages. So don't do that. That's not how it, this 2.0 is double line spaces. Don't, whenever you hear double line space, it's 2.0. When you hear single line space, it's 1.0. But for the code processes, it's 1.5. 1.5. So we select 1.5. So that's how it is. Please understand this. Please, are we all together? Okay, so let's move. So this is about this document customization and text customization and editing. We covered this. So let's move to document creation and designing. So for this document creation and designing, is this, Yeah, I only know the shortcut for 1.15 line space and double line and double space. No, control Q. Okay, control 1 is for single line space. Control Q 1.15, while control 2 is for double line space. So let me explain the shortcuts for you for this line spacing also. That Control 1 is for single line space. That is 1.0. When you hold control 1 is for what? 1.1 line space. Yeah, control 1. And I'm talking about the control 1 alphanumerical key, not control 1 numerical key. You should understand this. Even keyboard, you're supposed to learn what keyboard is all about. This keyboard has a lot of things in it. So I'm talking about 1 for alphanumeric, control CTRL 1. That is one of the alphanumeric 1. That is the one with exclamation mark on it. So control 2 is for double line spacing. Control 2 is double line spacing, while control Q is 1.15 line spacing. 1.15 line spacing. Please, do you write that? It's 1.15 line space. Control Q. Then I told you control 1, control 2, and control Q. Okay. So now for the document creation and designing, now let me save this document. I don't want to save the document, so I want us to just click on Control S, or you go to File and click on Save, like it is on your laptop. Just click on Save, then you browse the folder. So you recall that folder that we created that we call 2025. So let's enter the folder. Let's go to our court cases. Maybe this file is supposed to be under maybe criminal cases, for example, or civil or CAC. So you can just write here and maybe call it civil cases, for example. So I create a folder by either clicking new folder here, or you right click and create a new folder the way I show you before how to create a new folder. So inside a folder, I will open it. Even civil cases, there are different categories of civil cases. So you can have different of them. So you can create different folder, but maybe you can just call this as whatever. So you can put if you like. So to save this, whenever you have the type of the cases, the folder is supposed to be the type of the cases that you have. When you are saving the cases, save them with the name of the parties to the case. Make sure you save it like that. If you can, follow it with date. If you can, follow it with the date. But even if you did not save it with the date, don't worry. I'll go back to the folder and I will show you when the file was created. I will show you that. Even if the file is edited, I will show you when you come back and look at it, you will know the file is edited. That's why some of the people, even if you touch somebody's file or you do something on his computer, when you come back and you look at it, if you know, look at his file or look at the document you open it, you will know that this document was tampered. The last time I opened this document, it was last week. But I just showed that this document was saved today. So definitely somebody touched the document or somebody did something on the document. So let's just save the document and say, for example, Ahmad by says, whatever, let's say by says MBA. Should I write that? Okay, we are naming it just with something like this. Just name it like that. And take note, when you are saving a file, don't use all these special characters like question mark, apostrophe, quotation, and all this. But you can use underscore. The best practice to save a file is to use underscore, no space. That's the best practice. But our people, is just like we can use space and it's okay. But it's used underscore. Maybe name underscore, whatever you want to write. That's the best way of saving a file, not to use a space. But you can go ahead and use what you want. Okay. So let's go back to the folder we created. So here it is. We have civil cases in the folder now. So look at it. What I say I'm going to tell you is whenever you open a folder, maximize it, because sometimes if you leave it like this, even though you leave it like this, you can see, but you might not maybe see the way it's supposed to. Just maximize it, open it. You see this date modified. Every computer has this date modified. Any file that you have on your laptop, if you look at the date modified of that laptop, you will see the last day you work on the file, the last day. Do you get me? That was sometimes when you are saving files, you can save different files. They are the same files but with different names. Then you will get confused. Which one is which? I edited that file, but I saved it in the folder. How did I know which one I used? Do you get me? You forgot the name, but they are in the same folder. How do you know that? Is by looking at this date modified. When you look at this date modified, it will tell you the time. It will tell you the date that you modify the file, the last date and time that you modify the file. Please, do you understand this? So now we create the document because we are talking about document creation and designing. Now we create the document. I told you for the designing, I want us to look at how you create a letterhead, personal letterhead on you by yourself. That's what we'll look at. So let's go and see. Just open your Microsoft Word. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you can only design letterhead in Corel Draw or Photoshop. No, no, no. No, we are going to learn how to do that now in Microsoft Word so that when you are having all your things, you can do it that way. Please, you can all open your Microsoft Word. Those of you that are online also, you can do so that you can follow along. A 5-minute recession. Okay, so we are taking a 5-minute recession. So some of you that are online, please bear with us. We'll come back, we'll resume after some few minutes. Okay. Can we continue? Those online, please, those online, can you hear us? We are back. Okay, let's continue, please. Okay, group A is ready. Okay, so now we are moving to document. We are moving to document designing, which we are going to design, like I said, a letterhead together. Everyone that, okay, in every letterhead, first of all, we need to have the name, the address, the phone number, then email address, right? Do you need to put the logo also? Do you have a logo? Yeah, personal logo. Okay, it's fine. We can put the logo also so that you can all see how to arrange that. And yeah, I think it's something you can all do by yourself. So the first thing you are going to do, please, let's start. Let's start. Just go to insert. First of all, go to insert. Go to insert at the menu bar. You are on the menu bar by default. So that's why I say, even if you are not on the menu, look at the top menu where you will see insert. So when you click on insert, go to shapes. Under the shapes, when you click shapes, it's not showing from my bar, but I believe you can all see it there. Yeah, when you open your Microsoft Word, so from the top menu bar, you will see insert. So when you click on insert, under insert, you will see shapes. Then you click the drop down of the shapes. So after clicking the drop down of shapes, you will see the first shape that A was written in it. A. Just click on the box. When you click on it, come back to your Microsoft Word like this. Then hold your left click and just draw. This is why I say, if we said we are going to, you must do it before we pass. We will not finish it till next. We have a lot of things to do. I'm trying to connect. It's not coming back. You're supposed to be seeing what I'm doing. I didn't say right click in the entire, since when I started this class, I didn't ask you to do right click. Unless whether you want to create a folder. I'm trying to see this come back. Let's just see it. Because I want you to be seeing this YouTube. And if you can watch on the screen. So let me do it again. I say go to insert. Under insert, you will see shapes. Click on that drop down of shapes. One, you will see cover page, blank page, page break, and you will see shapes. Do you see shapes? Click on it, you will see A only the text box. It's the only box with A in it. Just click on it. When you click on it, come back inside the Microsoft Word blank page. Then you hold your left click and drag. You hold left click, then you drag. So it will create a box like this for you. It will just create a box for you. So now we have a box, and inside this box, we can write a lot of things in this box. It's just like normal text. We just create a box. Please, are we together? So first of all, write your name. Since we are creating a personal letterhead, right? Write your name. I'm writing my name. Then you can write ESQ at the end or anything that you want to write. First of all, write your name. Please, have you write your names? Please, let's continue. Let's move. Yeah, pair with those that are doing it so that you will see. At the end of the day, you will see the result. You cannot do it with your phone. Yeah, all of you, you can connect with your mobile phone and Zoom. You can see it on Zoom. Then you follow along. And don't worry, since like I said, excuse, please. Okay, let's continue. After writing your name, then you press enter. Just press enter from your keyboard. It will take you to the next line. Now you write what they used to write is barrister and solicitor, right? Is that how of the Supreme Court, right? So just write that. But don't write it but your name should be in capital letter. Make sure you write your name in capital letter. But this barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court should be in proper letter. That is barrister like this and solicitor of the Supreme Court. So you write it like this. Please, are we all together? Don't get miss, please. Yes, please come and join. I want to join chairman. Excuse. Yeah. Then you press enter from your laptop. Then you write barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court, the way I wrote it here. Please, are we together? Okay, let's have one house. Please, excuse. Excuse. Excuse, please. Excuse. If you don't have a laptop, pair with other people, but you can keep writing the processes. We are recording the class. You can all watch the class. And you will be laughing at yourself when you are watching the class and we are recording this that I'm saying. you will laugh also. So please, let's continue. Let's continue, please. Okay. So after this, press enter again. Then now you go ahead and write your address. Write your what? Your address. So I'm writing my address. You go ahead and write yours. So I'm saying, so write your address. If anybody want to pair with chairman, should come over, please. Okay, so when you write that, you write your address, then you press enter again. Don't worry, just keep pressing this enter. Press enter. After address, what next? Then your contact, right? So you can write your phone numbers. So you can start with 2 plus 234. Then after your phone number, are we all together? Press enter again. If your box is, look at my box. If your box now, when you write enter, is kind of full, you can come here and drag it and increase the box. Just don't worry about all this. We'll just customize everything later. But I want us to write all the informations we need. Are we together, please? So after phone number, then you are what? Then your email. Write your email address. which everybody's supposed to have his own email address. I think you're supposed to have official one, which chairman will work on that, I think. Chairman, so that they will have official email of MBA Sokoto. Yeah, everybody should have at mbasokoto.com, .ngo.com. You're supposed to have official email that you are using. Eh? Yeah, so that it will be their names at calipetbar.com. Everybody is supposed to have official. So write your email. If you have official one, use the official one and then your Gmail. Or you can use the Gmail, anyone you want. Then when you official what? No, you cannot. It's only be created by officials for you. It's the official that will create official email for you. You can't do it by yourself. So are we all together? So when you write your email, after that .com, just press space. You will see that the link turned to blue and it's on underline, right? Yeah. So now we are done. Let's continue. Are we all together? Are we all here? Are we all here, please? So first of all, you recall how to highlight everything and do the customization, right? You recall that customization that we did. So highlight all by yourself. I'm not telling you how to do it. No, you made mistake in writing at Gmail. In as much as you write Gmail, clearly, it will put calipetbar.com, then it will underline it. It will make it of yeah. Okay. Okay. Yana cewa daga keyboard abun na arrangement na wasu. No, I know we can have keyboard. Oh. Please, are we all together? Just click in the box that you just did. Control A. That's the highlight all. Press Control A, please. Yeah, it's the highlight all. Then it will highlight all the text in the box like this. So after highlighting the Control A, all the text, first of all, you recall that single line space that I told you, go Control 1. Okay, or you go over, you come back to home. Under home, you come here and click on 1.0. Just Control 1 to remove all the spaces. Yeah. After Control A, then you just click 1. Control 1, yeah. So go after highlighting everything, come back to home. When you come back to home, come here where my cursor is. Look at my this thing. Just click this and click on this one. If you look at this that we just did, there are still some spaces after we click on that one. So come down here and click on remove space after paragraph. This is how it's supposed to look like. Then it will remove all the spaces. The text will look like this. No, it's these spaces we don't want it, and it was automatically created by Microsoft. That why we compress it here. We don't need any space. Yes, all such excess spaces will disappear. Now this is our text. This is what we have. All of you should have this now, by now. You have all this. Please, are we together? Let's change our font style to Times New Roman. Times New Roman. Please, you are okay. Assist them, though, Allah. Okay, let's continue, please. We change our font style, right? To Times New Roman. We can leave it like that for now. The next thing we are going to do is to align the text. That is, we still leave it as highlighted like this. Then you click Control E to centralize. Control E to centralize. That is to put it at the center. You see it will look like this. Okay, that's great. We are all together. Please, are we together? I don't know. No, you cannot do Control E on this unless you did Control A first. You highlight it all, Control A, then you click Control E. So wait, if your Control E is not working, look at my cursor. You see here, look at it. You see here, come here and click on it. Go there and click on it. That's decentralized. Every system on earth has Times New Roman. Every no, since Microsoft was 1990 something, it has Times New Roman. Okay, every system has Times New Roman. Online, why did I get you? Okay, let's continue. Are we together? Okay. Those that are online, I don't know if you are together with us. Please, can you hear us? Those that are online, if you can hear us, let us know because we are having uh, a lot of the, what can I say, interaction with people that are present here. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, thank you. I've said Nuruddin. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Amin Osman. Thank you. Thank you, Yusuf Machidu. Thank you. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do now is understand what I'm going to do. Now, what you are going to do, come here and highlight your name alone. Highlight your name alone. Only your name. That's why I highlighted Ahmad Aminu Ahmad. When you highlight your name, first of all, come to this and bold the name. Bold it. I showed you how to do highlighting before, right? You see, this is exactly what I was saying. Okay, so you bold it by clicking Control B. This is what I told you from the beginning. Whatever we did, concentrate. That way, when I'm doing that before I did Control A with you, I show you how to select specific text, right? I show you that. That way, now we are applying that knowledge here. So let's keep moving. So after highlighting it and bolding it, now we are going to, excuse please, now we are going to increase the name because we want the name to stand out. So the size, let's just come to size. Under size, let's select, I think let's select 26. 26. Under font size. I'll show you what font size is all about. Make it 26. Then it will be bold, right? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Please, are we all together? The next thing we are going to do now is just leave it the way it is. Highlight your name still. Now I will introduce you on how to change a color. So we are changing the color of the name. But me, I'm selecting the color I want. Under this A with red, click on it and select any color that you want. Me, I'm going to select the color that I want. Please don't select my color. Select yours. So this is the color that I want. Use your own color. Do you know why you need to put color for the name? It's because if you did not put color and you leave it black, it shows as a black and white letterhead. But if you put this color, when you print it colored, it will come out colored. Do you get me? So select the color. Go to A, that A. You see A, then with red, click the drop down. No, go back to home, home. You go back to home, here. Then you click that drop down of A and select any color that you want to make your name stand out. Please, are we all together? Oh boy. Eh? Eh? Bold. Okay. Hey, font color. The chairman is there. Then if you are not there, we are there. Let's continue. Even if you are not there, chairman is there already. So we are moving forward. Jamal, we have a lot of things to do. We have a lot. Let's move. Dohala, let's move. Wallahi, we have a lot. And we don't have much time. It's only 1 hour left. I don't think we will reach 3. Because we have a lot of things to do. Seriously. Okay. Please, let's continue. Let's continue. We are almost done. The next thing we are going to do now is, please look at it. The next thing we are going to do now is to reduce this box. Look at it now. You need to come to the end of the box and drag it up. Reduce it. Now we are reducing the box. So before I ask you to widen it, now we reduce it. Chairman Nike karshe gaba ɗaya ji. A rage. So let's reduce it. Okay, please come to the edge of it. Come to the edge of it like this. You see it? Come to the edge like this. When your cursor turn into this, 2 arrows up and down, then you hold your left click and then you take it up. Then your box will look like this. Then the next thing we are going to do also, seriously, we need to continue because if we say we will do it like this, we'll reach Maghrib and what. So please, let's continue. Thank you. The next thing we are going to do is come to the edge of the box like this, like this. We are going to move the box. Now we will arrange the box the way we want it to be at the top. We want it to be at the top. Just take your box to be at the top. If it is well arranged before, leave it like that. Just come here. Yes, like that. Just if it is okay, or you can take it up a little bit. Please, are we all together? What in can I come back in and the recording in will be kind of much, mana. Abba. Okay, are we all together? So, please excuse. Even if you did not do it, please, we are recording the class. When you go back home, you watch the class, then you do it. Please don't stress yourself. Even if it didn't work, if we say we are going to do it like this, we have a lot to cover. We are not up to one tenth of what we are going to do. Please, tomorrow I want us to focus on freelancing alone. I don't want us to go back to this. Well, let's cover everything today, please. So after this, when you take it up the way it is like this, the next thing you are going to do is on top of your menu bar, click on shape format. Shape format. On top of the menu bar, you will see shape format. Just click on the, look at it, come back and click on the text, not inside the text. Click on the edge of the box. Click on the edge of the box. You will see the box is selected. Then you will see shape format here. Okay, so go to menu, but there is format, not shape. You will see format or shape format on top of the menu bar. You will see format or shape format. Okay, let me bring back all your menus now. So that okay, so if you go to this shape, look at my screen. All of you should look at my screen. This is where you will be. So you will come on this shape outline. Click on this shape outline and click on no outline. Click on no outline. Click on shape outline and click on no outline. You will see no outline, click on it. So that's all. When you click on now the document, that box is gone. Your letterhead looks the way it's supposed to. Eh? No, you did not do it. Okay, please, let's continue. The next thing we are going to do is that we said we want to add logo, right? Are we together? Again. What happened now? Line spacing ba? I told you to remove line spacing. Control A, then Control 1. You remove all the line space. It's supposed to look like this. Okay, let's continue. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to add a logo. To add a logo, go back to Insert. Under Insert, click on Picture. Under Picture, then you select the device. You will see Picture under Insert. Go to Insert. Go to Insert. Let me see yours. Yeah, there is that picture. Picture is there. Look at it. After table, there is picture. Just click on picture. Then you select any picture that you want to use as your logo. So I'm inserting my picture. Yeah, don't worry, Muna. I'm online now. I'm recording everything. And I have inserted my picture. And Samira, since we are recording, say we concentrate, we jotting abunda na ko jot. Okay, ask. If we say we will do it like this, we are recording it, and I promise you immediately we are done. I will just convert the video and I will upload the video, share the link with you. You sit down, you watch it the way you want, then you follow along. Do say I inka yanzu mutai wallahi rudewa za ku. Yanzu da mun gama wannan, we will start something else. And inka kuma sai kai kacin wancan wanga na bacewa. So let's just continue. Quick concentrating. Let's continue. Those that can catch up, they can continue following along. Those that cannot, after they can rewatch the recording. Okay, let's continue. Let's have one class, please. And online Najimwa. Okay. No, you cannot use tablet to do it. Tablet, mobile phone cannot do it. You can only use laptop. That was somebody asked. I mean, Usman, that what he asked. Okay, when you insert your image as it is like this, you will be taken to picture format again. That is format like this. Please, what you are going to do, come to this wrap text. You will see a wrap text or a sign like this on your laptop. Click on this wrap text and click on in front of text. Click on wrap text and click on in front of text. After that, then you come to the edge of the picture and start reducing the picture. Just keep reducing it the way you want the size to be. Then you go to format, here it is. And then this is the wrap text. You click on the wrap text, then you select in front of text. You will see in front of text. Then you can resize the image now the way you want. Then when you resize it, you can take it up and place it like this. I put my logo like this. I say wrap text. When you select on wrap text, you will select in front of text. In front of text. All this, I believe you can all do it, don't worry. But if you are doing it alone, you can do it. So this is it. We create this, and this is your letterhead. If you like, you can add anything that you want to add. For example, our rep, your rep. But take note, if you want to add that our rep, your rep, go back to that text box, bring out that text box again, then you design it here, and you put all the our rep and your rep that you want. No, you reduce it. The image is an image like that. So please, this is how you can design your letter head inside Microsoft Word. I think this one looks awesome, right? Okay. So this is it. Now we are moving forward. You say? Yeah, that one I said when you put the picture, click on it and go to format. It's on the menu bar. I told you and I show. If you look at my screen, you will see everything. From the menu bar, you will see format. Immediately you insert the image, you will see format from the menu, picture format. When you click on that picture format, go to wrap text. There is wrap text there. Look at my screen. There is this wrap text. Click on it and you select in front of text. That in front of text is what will allow you to navigate through the document and put the picture anywhere you want it to be. If you did not put that in front of text, you cannot do that. That's why you need to put that. Okay, so I think we are done with document designing. Let's move, please. So the next thing we are going to talk about, digital signature. That's what we are going to talk about. Maybe I'm going to open a document. Maybe this is a document and you need to affix a signature as a lender here or as whatever. You need to put your signature on this. So again, we are going to learn how to put a signature on a document. Please, are we all together? Masoud, we are done with that letterhead. We are done with letterhead. Now we are talking about how to insert digital signature. Please, that's what we are discussing about. Please, let's focus on this because it's very, very important. And there are two things that I'm going to do because of this, so that we'll learn how to do things like that. Please, let's focus on this. Are we all together? Are we together? Okay. For you to affix a signature, you need to have okay, let me do something. Please, those that are online, can somebody sign on a white paper and drop us the signature on the chat so that we will use his signature? I'll show you something. Somebody should sign on white paper, plain sheet, his signature, snap it and share it on the Zoom chat so that we will download the signature and use it together. Everybody will see how to use his signature. You are not on the Zoom now. Why are you asking this question? No, what I'm saying, get a plain sheet of paper, sign, snap it. You see, chairman is also doing it. You too, you can do it. If you go to the chat, that's what I'm going to show you now. Just go to the chat on this. Go to chat, sign, snap it and drop it there. I'll download it and I'll show you what to do. So we'll pick one signature and we'll work on the signature. What we are going to do now with this signature are two things. One, we'll remove the background of the signature to make it look more authentic. Not to put signature with the background and whatever. We'll remove the background. After removing the background, then we will upload the signature where we want it to be on the document. So now I have a document. It's just a document like this, and we're going to use this document as a sample. So we have one signature here, two signature again. So let's take the first one. So I'm saving this signature under download. Let me call it signature, sample signature. So but a lot of people are pirating camera here now. Don't worry, don't mind. We are using one signature. It's okay. People should stop dropping signatures. Okay. So now the next thing we are going to do is we are removing the background of the signature. Let me show you the signature we downloaded so far. Sample signature. Let me open the signature and show you how the signature is. So this is the signature we just downloaded. This is the signature we what? We downloaded. So there are things that we will follow to create the signature and make it perfect. And when I put it on the document, you will think that the person signed on the document by himself. We're not going to use it. We are going to do a lot of things and do some panel beating on the signature. So now what we are going to do first is we are cropping this signature. You see that the size of the paper is much. Do you get me? It's bigger like this. We don't need this size is bigger. What we are going to do first, we are cropping where the signature is. That's the first step that we are taking. So you follow along, please. The next thing we are going to do is come to the signature and right click on it. When you right click on the signature, go to open with. Every computer has this pen. Most of you don't know the importance of this pen on Windows. Every computer has this pen. When you click on open with, then click on paint. Paint. Then it will open it on paint like this. This is how this thing is going to, how the signature is going to open. Look at it. We have the signature on paint. So the first thing I'm going to do is open with paint. You will see paint. Then you select paint. So now I'm reducing the size so that I will see what to crop from the signature. Please, are we all together? Yeah, even if you say no, I'm recording it. Don't worry, you watch it. Okay. So now we are cropping. Now we are cropping where the signature is alone. So what you are going to do is come here where we have this cropping tool. You see it here. Just click on it. You see it there. It's there. There is a cropping selection tool like this. It's a selection. It's a button up there on that paint. You will see it. When you click on it, then you come back to the document. That is the signature. Then I will come here where the signature is like this. You hold your left click and drag across the signature alone. So I just select where the signature is. If I want to do it again, I will come back and select again. Then I will come back, you see. Then I will select where the signature is alone. So it will show this for you. That means I select the signature. I don't want all these extra pages and whatever. So the next thing you are going to do is click on Control X, which is cut. That is shortcut of cut. When you cut it, it will just show something like this. Control X, 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 Y, Z, X. So it will show something like this to you. So you click on Control N. That is, it will ask you to create new window. Don't click on save. Click on don't save. When you click on don't save, it will create something like this for you. You will not see anything. Don't worry about it. It will just show this to you. Just click Control V. That is what? Test. So once you click Control B, it will show you a signature for you like this. Now this is how our signature looks like. Then you click on Control S to save it again. Then we go back to that document and we call it sample signature edited. That's what I will call it. So now I have two signatures. Now the first one is the first one is this signature that I have, which is with big this and I don't have it. Now I customize that signature and edited it to this. This is what I have. Please, are we all together? So after this, now we are not done editing the signature. We are removing this background. You see, by me looking at this signature, it has background, right? We are removing this background. So what you are going to do is go to your browser and go to remove.bg/upload. Or you can just click on remove.bg. You don't even need to put this slash upload. Just click remove.bg. So when you go to this remove.bg, the website will open for you. And this is where we are dropping our signature. This is where we are what? Dropping our signature. Remove.bg, you can use it with your mobile phone to remove the background of image and whatever you want to remove background of. So you can click on this upload. You see, immediately I click on upload, it brings this to me. Then you go where you save that signature that we call edited. This is the signature. You select the signature, and this is what it will show to us. So just give it some time and look at my screen. This is how it's going to show. Look at what it will show. It will remove the background of the signature. Now this is how our signature will look like. You must be online. You must be online to use this remove.bg. Even though I know that they have offline something to use, but you must be, it's not something with 1 MB you can do it. It doesn't take time and the website is very fast. So if you like, just go there and do it. And at least as a lawyer, you have budget for data every month. 100 gig, 60 gig. Yeah, you should have budget for data every single month. So this is it. Once we are done, it shows this to you. Just click on download. Once you click on download, it will download the signature for you. Let me come back here and show you where our signature is. Let me refresh this. So this is our signature. You will see removing preview under it. You see, remove BG preview. This is how your signature will look like. Do you know why we see it like black like this? It's because the background is empty. And since the background is empty, because you know, even white color is a color. You know that now. So it means this is nothing. It doesn't mean the background color is black. It means it doesn't have a background at all. You know, black color is a color. White color is a color. So now we want it to be free from color. All we need is our signature. When we put that signature now on a white surface, you will see the signature. Please, do you understand this? Now we remove the background. Let's go back to that document that we want to put the signature on. We want to put the signature under this lender. So you come here on the document. Don't worry, just go even wherever you are on the document. But with this, where we want to put the signature under lender, just go to insert. The way we insert our logo, just click on picture, this device, go to download. Then you select that signature that shows edited remove bg-preview, right? Just click on it. This is how it's going to look like on Microsoft. You recall that wrap text that I show you, right? Go to that wrap text, click on in front of text. It will show like this. In front of all the text, the signature will stand out. Then now we are reducing the signature. Just reduce it, resize it, come here and affix it here. You see, we did a signature on it. Please, do you see this? It's like chairman that signed this document. We, like this is why she do it with her hand, like that how she did it. Please, do you understand this? Please, do you understand? So anything that you want to do, even if it's not this signature, you want to attach the signature on all the document. That's how you are going to do it. Just go ahead and keep attaching it wherever you want to put on the document. Then you print the document and you are done. You don't even need to print it. You can just save the document and that's all. It becomes electronic document, right? You can use it anywhere or you can print it if you want. So now you don't need to waste your time and ask people, okay, I want you to come to my office to sign a document. No, send me your signature. I don't want you to come to my office to sign. Just send me your signature. When he send you his signature, just go take the signature, put it on the document, print the document and take it to wherever you want to take it. So you don't need to waste your time and wait for him. He's in Abuja. You want him to come back to Sokoto before he signs the document for you. No, we passed that period. Please, do you understand this? Okay, so we passed this and we are moving to the next thing. The next thing we are going to talk about, the next thing we are going to talk about now, we are going to talk about how to insert comments for feedback. That's what we are going to discuss about. Maybe you are reviewing a document. You want to left behind some feedback, some comment for somebody, maybe when he's looking at it will know that, okay, you review the document and you say this, you say this. So that's what we are going to look at. And take note, the name that you have on your computer, if it is your name, when you leave a comment, when the person, even if he is wherever he is in the world, when he opens the file, he will see your name as the commenter. He will see that you are the one that said it. Maybe I comment and I shared with chairman to comment. We shared with somebody to comment. You will see all our names. Based on the comment we made, you will see all our comments. Then you can go ahead and look at the comments the way you just rectify. If it is a project, your supervisor will ask you to do this, put reference here, please paraphrase this, please remove this, please do this. He will just keep commenting line by line, word by word, the way you want you to do it. Please do understand that what we are going to learn, it's not a big deal. It's very easy for you to do it. It's just that you don't know how to do it, but you'll know how to do it in seconds now. So let's assume, let's go back to that document that we created before. Where is the document? This document. So let's say, for example, this is the document that we created before. Maybe from the first line here, maybe I want to say that I want you to put a heading or to provide a title for the paper. Please excuse Usman Kales. We passed that. They will watch the video. We passed that. If they did not catch up, let's continue. We are not yet with Microsoft. We are moving to PowerPoint. We are moving to Excel. We are moving to use of internet. I don't know how are we going to cover this. So whenever you want to, excuse please. Excuse please. So now let's say we want to leave a comment. I just click on the beginning of the document. I want to leave a comment telling the person that please add a title for the paper. That's what I want to do. So what you need to do, there are two ways to do it. I'll show you all the two ways. If you like, you can use any one. First of all, let me show you the first way is to go to insert. Under insert, you will see a comment. Now, if I click a comment, it will create a comment with my name here. Then I will tell the person, please create a title for the paper. That's all. Then I will click on this send. That's all. Then I'll leave the document like that. If the person opened the document, now if I share the document with you, you are the one to reply. Then you click on reply. Okay, sir. Or if you have done it, you don't need to write okay, sir, or anything. Please, are we together? You don't need to write okay, sir, or anything on the document. When you effect the correction that he asks you to do here, just come here under these three dot that you are seeing. Click on them and click on resolve thread. Once you click on this resolve thread, it means what he asks you to do, you did it, and that's all. But if you did not click on this resolve thread, it means he asked you to do something and you did not do it, and he will still see his comment on it. Let me show you this. If I click on resolve thread, that's all. When he come to the document, he will see that there is a result. There is a tick here, right? It was ticked. You resolved it. Then he will click on it and see, what did I ask him to do? Okay, he did this. He did this. Okay, it's okay. Then he continue. Please, are we together? Yeah, we'll be no. Don't worry. When you watch the video, will be together. Okay, I will do it again. You will see it. Another thing, another way to do it. Another way to do it. Now I just show you how to do it on just a blank something, not on a specific text or a specific. Now let me show you how to do it on a specific text. Maybe this paragraph entirely. This paragraph entirely, I want you to cite the source of this quotation. This paragraph, I want you to cite a source. Who is your source? Where do you get this? So I will highlight the entire paragraph, or I will highlight a specific lines that I want you to provide the source. Let's say only here before, for example. Since example, everybody can bring example. So I will highlight this. Then when you highlight this, then you right click. Now I'm showing you the second way up. You see, this is the reason. Why is that? So this is the how you are going to do the second way up, writing the comment for feedback. Then you right click. When you right click, then you click on new comment. Then it will highlight the entire rows that you selected. Now they are the one please cite the source or the score, or you just say source. Then you put full stop and you click on this, and that's all. So when the person come and hover over this, you'll definitely see he was asked to provide the source. Once he provide the source, then he can click on what? Resolve thread. Please, are we together? Once he provide the source, he can right click here, and you can click here, not right click, left click, and just provide what? The source. If you want to edit this pinned comment, then you click on this pencil and just source, and you add whatever you want to add, and you click this tick and it will go back the way it is. Please, are we together in this? Okay. Okay. If you provide the source, just click on this double three dot that is here. Click on them. You will see resolve. When you provide the source, that means you resolve the feedback or the query or the whatever. Then you click here and it will look like this. It will tick. Look at now how it shows. Now the comment is not there. Once you click on resolve thread, you did not click on resolve thread. Once you click on resolve thread, it will definitely show this. And if maybe the person that left the feedback want to come back, will click here and will see what you have done. If you resolve it, then it's okay. If you did not resolve it, then he will add another new comment that you must provide it, and it will still remain there. Please, are we together in this? Okay, so let's continue. We are done with commenting. So the next thing we are going to talk about is adding a watermark for confidential documents. So we are going to talk about a watermark. That's what we are going to talk about. So to insert watermark also, you go to design. You go to what? Design from the menu bar. We want to add watermark, and I will show you what watermark is all about when we insert it. When you click on design, then you click on watermark. So you will see there are different ways that you can use it, but we need to customize our watermark. Just click on customize. When you click on customize, then you click on text watermark. We can have picture watermark where you want to put maybe the logo or the stamp of MBA on the document. We can use that. If we want to put the logo, let's say, for example, I want to put the logo of Amat Technology as the watermark, then I will click on picture watermark. Then I will click on select picture. When you click on select picture, then you hover over on your laptop, browse the picture where you save it. Let me go to picture. Then I'll put the picture of Amat Technologies. Then you can select how you want the picture, the size of the picture. You leave everything the way it is like this. Just click on OK, or you start clicking on apply, then you click on OK. So you close. Now, once you put that, look at how watermark looks like. Now I put a watermark logo on the document. Please, are we together? Now it looks like it is official document that I'm sending you from Hamad Technologies. Are we all together? If you want to remove the watermark, come back to watermark. You can click on remove. Now I remove the logo. How to custom? No, don't worry. Please take it easy. We will continue. I said I will show you how to put picture first, right? We'll go back to the watermark again and put a text. Maybe you want to write confidential. Maybe you want to write our names. Maybe you want to write whatever you want to write. Then we do it that way. So now we go back to, you see how you can remove a watermark, right? So now we go back to custom watermark again. And then we select text watermark. When we click on this text, before we select this no, picture, so after this, under this text, don't touch this language, under the ASAP text, you turn it to your name. Maybe I can write my name. I can write my name like this. You select the font style that you want it to look like. We talk about font style. I will make it Times New Roman. Then you select the size. If you want it to be auto, you select the size, or whatever you want. For this color, you select the color that you want it to be. Red, green, blue, gray. But I want it to be gray like that. Then you click on OK or you click on apply. But before that, you can either make it diagonal or you can make it horizontal. How do you want the text to be? If it is horizontal, you know how it looks like. So let's make it diagonal for now and see. So when you make it diagonal, look at how it's going to be. Let me close it first and I will show you. Look at how it looks. We have Ahmad Aminu Ahmad. You see in the document. You see the name? You see the name? You see the name like that? Now is diagonal way of putting the watermark. Let's go back to watermark now. Click on watermark, go back to custom. Now we are selecting horizontal. Now if you select horizontal and click OK, look at how it looks like. It will look horizontal. Just like normal, the way writing like that. So we don't want it like that. Maybe we want it to be diagonal. So let's turn it to diagonal. If you want to increase the size, you increase the size the way you want, and then you click this and you click OK. Please, are we all together in this? Are we together? The next thing we are going to talk about, I think this mail merge. Let's talk about this because I want us to cover everything that we have on outline. So we are going to talk about mail merge. Mail merge that I'm going to show you is how when you are creating bulk letters or when you are creating bulk document, how are you going to create it for many people? Do you get me? How are you going to create it for what? Many people. You don't need to create it one, put this address, print, come back, put this. No, you can create one and share it across everybody. Are we all together? So let's see how we can create that. So first of all, you need to create sample of your document. So what I'm going to do is, okay, maybe we can come back to this, but please, can somebody just give us any title so that we tap a letter, just any title. Yeah, like we are sending a letter, like we are sending a letter. Okay, what will be the title of the letter? Invitation. Invitation to Caliphate Bar 2 days. Capacity building. Hmm? Hi. Okay, let me bold this. Okay. Yeah, I believe you can all hear us now. The network has checked. That why you miss us. So we are just we are writing a letter that we will send to people organized by young lawyers. Okay. Okay. Please excuse. Okay. In the letter, what we want to do here now in the letter is we want to put the name of the person, right? I just want to write some things here because that's what we are going to create, how we are going to do it. We want to write the name of the person, right? Address of the person. Maybe let's even add what next after the address? I think that's all right. Name and address. Maybe I can add maybe Sokoto State and Nigeria. Maybe I can say state. Maybe Sokoto State, Nigeria. Maybe name, address, then Sokoto State, Nigeria. So these are the information maybe we need. Every letter we need to specify it to address it to a particular person. Please do you understand? So what you need to do first when you arrange this, you need to open your Microsoft Excel. You need to open what? Microsoft Excel. Now what I want to have is I say name, address, then what? State. This is what I said I want to have. You need to have all the names of the people that you want to send this document to. And we are going to do that. Please, I'm recording this. I'm recording this. You can follow this. We are not on an Excel, but I'm practicing this. You have to work it with Excel. So when we go to Excel, when you master it or you understand it, when you are doing it, you know what to do. Do you understand? Because we are on Microsoft Word and this topic is Microsoft Word topic. So now we need to have names. So you can call us some names. You could have you shared the list of the participant with me? Usman, in my email? No, yeah, I want us to have for everybody so that it will be in mass, in bulk. So let's have all the names. Since the names are already in Excel, so we don't even need to write the names by ourselves. We'll just use the Excel format. Okay, this is that. Okay, this is the list. But how many? It's okay. This is just the attendance. Let me stop the sharing. I'm sorry for some of you that I stopped the sharing. Don't worry, we'll come back. For you that are here with me, you are watching what I'm doing. I want us to open the data and see. Okay. So what I'm going to use now, I'm not going to use address. What I'm going to use full name, phone number, and the email address of the person. Do you get me? That's the information I want to use. So if you look at this document, we have that. Don't worry about the day one, day two attendance that was taken. No, it was filled. If you don't have the name, write them by yourself. I don't want us to waste our time to write the names there. That way, I want us to use the names that you filled the form, right? It's from the Google form that you filled. Yeah. So we downloaded the form. I just want us to use the Excel file. It's just like I want us to use all these people that you see here. We have about how many people? We have 39 people or we have 40 people that we want to create a letter, invitation letter to them. So we're not going to do it one after the other. We are going to read it on by one click. We'll create all the letter for the 40 people. So this is the document. Make sure you have your Excel document that carries the information that you want to use by each person. Do you get me now? We are using full name, phone number, and email address. So let me close the file. Let's go back to our Microsoft Word. So this is our letter. I'm deleting this. Don't worry, I'm deleting that. Now what we are going to do now is go to mailing. go to mailings. On your laptop, you go to mailings, but take note, on your menu bar, okay, sorry, those of you that are on, I'm sorry. Those that are online, please, can you see my screen? Go to mailings. Under mailings, you have your Excel file with the data that you want to use for all people, even if there are millions. Just accept the file separate. Now you go to mailings and you click on this select recipients. Select recipients. When you click on this, you will see use an existing list because we already have our list and information. So when you click on this use an existing list, just navigate where you save that Excel file. This is where we save that Excel file. We are using the attendance sheet. Then you select the Excel file. Now, when you select the Excel file, you select the sheet where the data is. Now we already have one sheet and this is it. All you need is to select OK. Of course. You save the data that the people that you want to send the information to, that you are sending the letter to, have their information in Microsoft Excel separate. You save the file. Then you go back to Microsoft Word because in Microsoft Word, that's where you drafted the letter. That's where you are doing it. Then you select OK. After that, now we import the file. So the next thing we are going to do is come here and click on Insert Merge Field. Insert what? Merge Field. When you click on it, you will see the list of that heading that you have in your Microsoft Excel. The full name, phone number, email, day one and day two. Do you recall that file? That's what we'll have here. So the first thing we are going to put is what? The full name. Then you click on full name. Yes. You say? After selecting recipient. I said it's to upload, use existing file and you upload. Please stop taking us back. You will watch the video and take it. If you keep calling us back like this, it will not go anywhere. If you miss a step, put start there. When you are watching, then you pay attentively and fill the gap. That's how it will work. If you say we will keep coming until you take it down, this thing is going to be hard for me also. Seriously, we have a lot to cover. Okay, thank you so much. So when you put this name, then you can put comma beside it because we want comma after it. Then we press enter. Please, are we all together? Then you go back to insert match field. When you go back to insert match field, you select the phone number. You see it's here, insert match field. Look at it. Immediately, I ask you to go to mailings, my brother. I ask you to, you are not with us, I know. You are not with us, but you want to draw us back. Look at it. This is what is happening. Some of you are not with us, so when I go somewhere, you ask us to come back. Please, let's just have one class. It's always is kind of, we are in one module. I don't think we are finishing this. The reason why, wait, let me tell you this. It's not like what I want you to understand, it will reach a certain stage where I will be tired. Number one, if I'm tired and we did not reach what we want to reach, me, I did not kind of attain my aim seriously. I'm here, I slept here because of you people. So the reason why I'm recording this class is because of you. I'm recording this. You're going to watch this. Why? When you have all the luxury time that you want, you watch it one after the other carefully and understand it. This thing that I'm teaching you is a high level of this. I'm not expecting you to understand this as I'm doing it now. I'm not. But I believed with time when you sit down, you watch the video, you can do it by yourself. There is no way you can teach somebody this much and this mailing thing in Microsoft. If you tell somebody you can do it, and if you even tell somebody that this thing can be done in Microsoft, you will not even believe you. Some people cannot even believe you. So I'm not. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Chairman. Okay, let's continue, please. So when you add that full name, then you add, I say you put comma and you press enter, then you add phone number. You put comma again, you press enter again, and you click on it and add the email address. So after the email address, maybe that where you will put full stop. So let me show you something. Even that text formatting that we did before, all the bold, the font size, you can highlight this that you can see. Don't touch anything, just highlight them. Go to your home, remove the bold, maybe just make it maybe 11 or whatever, remove all the spaces, go the way I asked you to remove that after space, then you can remove this. So by this, it means you arrange your document, and this document, we only created one. This document, we have 40 something people. And now we are done creating the document for all the 40 something people. All of them we are done. The next thing that will happen is just go to these mailings again. Since we are there, I just come to home to show you how to, you can arrange all the names and everything if you want, or you can bold the name again, you can bold the name so that the name will be bold and address and phone number will be just like that. So what you are going to do is now click on this finish and match. Finish and match. Then you click on this. You see, it will ask you for this record. All record. Do you want all record, or you want specific record, or you want only current record? No, we want all the records. We want all of them together in one, because we are printing all the paper. So all the papers, we want them all in one single PDF file, all of them. So just click on OK. So that's all. Now we create the document for all the 40 people. You see number one, we have to send Adamuba Mei. This is his phone number. This is his email address. If you come down the next page, we have Paiza Bashir, her phone number, her email address. You hear that all of you that their names are in that form. If you go down here, you see we have Ibrahim Umar. You see these are the people, Aisha Ahmed Muhammad. Everyone that is here, his email, his phone number, and everything is here. Now we have about what? All the documents are there. These are the people that we have. And if we want to just go ahead and print all the papers and dispatch. Please, are we all together? To this how you can do it. Sometimes it don't necessarily the way I did it there. Maybe it can be within a paragraph, you can put it, or maybe within a line or inside a text, you can put something, or maybe it's a session of maybe school session for people. You are creating for UG1, UG2, UG3, or you are creating for different cases or different clients or something like that. You can do a lot with this mail match. It's a very, very powerful feature in Microsoft Word. And you need to learn how to do it to make your work very easy and to allow you to, you can stand out if you have this skill, believe me. So that's about that mail match and for bulk letters. The next thing we are going to talk about is creating how to protect the document, how to create password to protect the document. So the next thing, if you want to protect the document, first of all, you need to go to File, Save As, then you click on Browse. Not only normal save that we used to do. File, Save As, then you click on Browse. Then go to this where we want to save it. Let me go to Download. Then you look at this. You need to come here and click on these tools. You see these tools? You see these tools? Click on these tools. Go to General Options. This is where you create a file for the document. So now you put the file. Let me just put 2 letters like this as password, and don't even recommend read only so that nobody can. If you recommend this read only, it means the person can open the file, can see the content, but he cannot touch the content. He cannot edit the content. If you click on this read only, do you get me? But if you did not take it, you want the person not to even see what is inside the document. Don't click on that. Just click on OK. And then re-enter the password that you put. Click OK, re-enter the password again. Click OK, and that's all. So now when you are done, this is it. I will set the file as Hosseini Adamuba Mei. Just click save, and that's all. So let's close the file and go back to open it and see what will happen. So now if we come to our download, let me refresh the folder. Let's click on this Hosseini by me. It will ask us for the password. Where is the password of the file? Please, do you get me? If you don't have the password, you cannot open the file. If you have the password, you open the file. Please, are we together in this? And this is what brings us to the end of this Microsoft Word. And that's all about what we are going to cover in it. So I think before we continue, can we take some time we need to pray, right? Before we continue. It's time for prayer. Let's pray so that when we come back, we finish the rest. Eh? Yeah, we pray, we eat, and then, so we'll resume by 2, right? So we resume by 2. Those that are online, so we were taking a recess. So you can stay online if you like, but I'm not going to end the Zoom. So, but we are going to take a recess. We'll pray, eat, and come back to continue. Thank you so much. Okay, welcome back. We are done with Microsoft Word before the break. And now we'll look at what we are going to cover in Microsoft Excel. Like I told you, this is where we're going to develop a case monitoring template, maybe, and we'll look at some of the few calculations that you can do in it, which I believed will help you in your practice. So let's look at what we are going to cover in Microsoft Excel. No. So first of all, we'll look at the Excel interface together. We'll also look at the formula and function, which will treat some few simple arithmetics, sum, average, count. We'll look at all these functions. We're not going to look at much, but we'll look at these functions. And also we'll look at concatenation and text to column. So we'll look at concatenation function and text to column is something that we'll look at. And how to create a template, like I said, for managing case list and deadlines. So I will show you how to do that. We'll just look at it and treat some few things there. Maybe based on the template, you can know the number of cases you have, what is the due date or the returning date for the case, and how to track that. So how are we going to develop that is what we'll try to see also. And we'll look at the expenses versus income tracker. That is something also that we'll look at, which is with all simple arithmetics, you can create this. So it's not that difficult. So we'll look at that. And we'll look at how to protect your sheets and your workbook with passwords. So I already show you how to create I already show you how to create password in Microsoft Word. So it's the same way you can create it in Excel, the same way you can protect it in PowerPoint. So when we reach this stage, we're not going to talk about it again. So we will pass since we already know how to create a password. So we know how to protect our file. Okay. So let me open my Excel and we start with the outline that we have. The first outline that we have. Okay. Okay. So I believe those that are online can see my screen and all of you here also can see the screen. So this is Microsoft Excel. This is Microsoft Excel. And we are going to look at the interface of it. We need to understand what this interface is and what all these are, because a lot of people are afraid of this Microsoft Excel because of its interface. When you open Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel for 2 people or PowerPoint, 3 of them, the one that will scare people is this one. Why did it looks like this? How? How? So we'll look at this interface. You'll understand the interface, and believe me, from today, you will not be afraid of seeing Microsoft Excel, inshallah. Okay. So first of all, Microsoft Word is very, very powerful tool, which you can learn all what you want to learn in it and leave it like that. But purposely, one of the main reason that Microsoft Excel is used is for calculation. Is to conduct what? Calculations. Anything that requires calculation, Microsoft Word can do that for you. That way, like I said, we're going to create case list tracking template like that. We'll use that to calculate the number of days. We'll use that to calculate all this. So that what Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel is all about. So first of all, when you open it like this, you open the Microsoft Excel, the entire file is what is called a workbook. That's the name of the entire file. It's called a workbook. And when you open it, this that you are seeing, this page that is open to you is called a sheet. And you can have multiple sheets in Microsoft Word, up to 250 something sheets. So unlike Microsoft Word, you see Microsoft Word, we have pages, right? Page 1, page 2, page 2. In Microsoft Excel, it's talking about sheet. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. So this one is sheet 1. If I come and click on this plus sign, it will go to sheet 2. If I click on this, it will go to sheet what? 3. If I click here, it will go to sheet 4. So this is how the sheets are. And each sheet that you want to work on, just go there and click on it to see the sheet. So one thing you need to know about this Microsoft Word Excel sheet is that you see one sheet in Microsoft Excel has about 1,048,000 rows in it. These rows that you see 1, 2, 3, 4 in it has about 1,048,000 of rows. That's why I told you Microsoft is very powerful. Because one single Excel file that you can see can take the record of all Nigerians, including animals and everything. Because it's very powerful. It can take records of millions of millions of millions of millions of records. One single file. That's why almost all the payroll of every state is in Microsoft Excel. Everything. Wherever you want to go, everything is in Microsoft Excel. If you want to see the CBN reports, the CBN annual return, and everything that CBN are sharing, the financial report and everything, will be in what? Will be in Microsoft Excel. Because Microsoft Word is powerful, is very, very powerful that it can contain every data in it. So only the rows alone of Microsoft Word is about 1,048,576 rows in it alone, one sheet. And I told you can have more than 250 sheets. So each sheet is powerful to this. And for these columns, this A, B, C, D, as you can see in it, is more than 16,000 columns in it. More than 16,000. So it has about millions of rows and thousands of columns. So that's why it is very, very powerful too. So knowing that, you will see that Microsoft Word is made of rows and columns. That's how it is made up of rows and what? Columns. We have rows that goes with 1, 2, 3, and we have columns that goes with what? A, B, C, D. So that's another thing that you understand about it. The next thing is all these lines, as you can see, one and Gida and Ukigani, all these boxes is just there as a guidance. As far as concerned, you are the one that is seeing it. By default, computer is not seeing these grid lines. We call these grid lines. Computer is not seeing all these grid lines by default. It's you that is seeing it. And they are there to guide you to separate this cell and this cell. That's what is there to guide you. And let me tell you one thing about these cells, as you can see. They are very powerful, these cells alone. Because they can take all your project, you can paste it inside one cell. From Microsoft Word. One box, as you can see, one box here in Excel can take your entire project. So it takes a lot of words. Inside this cell alone can take a lot of things. And we have different cells. So like I told you, this grid line, as you can see, is just a mere guidance for you to guide you between this cell and this cell. If you want to know that, just come to view. If you click on these grid lines, You see, it turns to white blank page like this. So this is how Microsoft Excel is. The way PowerPoint is, the way Microsoft Word is, Excel also is like that. Such lines, grid lines that you are seeing are there for what? Just to guide you. Please, do you understand this? These grid lines, as you can see, let me bring it back. All this, if I click on this, you see I click on each box. Each box, that's what we call a cell. And each cell, each box here in Microsoft Word has its own name. Each cell has its own name. That's why we call it a cell designation. We have a cell designation. Each cell has its own name. So this cell, the name of this cell is separate from the name of the other cell. How do you know the name of the cell? It's very simple. The intersection of column and row is what will give you the what? The name of the cell. That's all. The intersection of what? So anywhere you click on, look at the column. I told you the columns are the A, B, C, D. The rows are the number. Now I click on here. Tell me the name of the cell. D, look at it well. D6. Please, do you understand? Anywhere you click on Microsoft Excel, every cell has its own distinctive what? Name. No cell has the same name with the other. Please, are we all together? Do you understand this? Okay. So what we are going to look at now is maybe if you want to create a table in it, because I told you these lines as we are seeing are just grid lines. They are not there. And whatever, most of the things you are doing in Microsoft Word are in Excel are in tabular form. You need to create a table on them. Most of the, almost everything you're going to do. So for you to do that, you need to put the border for the cell, for the table, so that even if you remove the grid line, the table will stick there and will remain there. Please, are we together? So first of all, whenever you want to do that, you need to first create the header. I told you we are going to create a template on this, but if we are just doing an introduction to it, as we are going, we'll develop that. So I will just show you how to do that, how to create a table. We customize the table, then we continue from there, and we did some simple arithmetics also. So let me start with SN, maybe serial number. Then I will start with name. Maybe I will start with state, and I will say LG. Let me say this hello. Okay, so let's add one number. Yeah, thank you for putting this one on, because during customization, I want to talk about something on that phone number. So we have this. Now you create this. You want to create a table based on this. You write the table. Make sure you create the headers first before you create the table, because it's easier that way. So now we need to highlight everything here. Maybe how many rows do we want to create? You need to ask yourself. Let's say, for example, I want to create for 20 people. Then I need to have up to row 21, because row 1 is for the header. Then row 2 to row 21 are for the what? The 20 people that I want to create, right? So now I highlight everything. That is, I highlight from A to E, where the header stopped, and I highlight from row 1 up to row what? Row 21. Then you come over here. You are all seeing my screen, right? You click here. Then you click on all borders. So by default now, you have a border for your table. That means this grid line that you are seeing, just ignore them. I told you it's nothing. If we go back to view, we remove the grid lines, our table stand there. Please, are we all together? So the next thing we are going to do is just to customize this table. That is maybe to increase the width, if we want to increase the height, if we want maybe to insert a row, if we want, or to insert a new column, if we want, and also to create even a serial number and everything in this. That's what we are going to do now. So the first thing we are going to do is we need to customize this table to increase the width or to decrease the width. So you come here at the edge of the row. You see, I hold my left click. I reduce the serial number. I come to full name. I increase the name. You see, I increase it. I come to state. I widen it like this. LG also, I did the same. Phone number also, I did the same. You see, so this is how you can do this. Are we all together? Okay. Don't, even if they are there, Excel has nothing to do with them. They are just like that. Just leave them like this. This thing that we are working on, this is the only space we are using in Microsoft Excel. Any other thing you are not using, just ignore it. You have no issue with it. It's like as a blank page, as wasted pages like that. Just ignore them. Please, do you understand all this? This space that we just demarcating. So that space that we demarcate, that's the only thing that we are working with. Are we all together, please? So the next thing is maybe we want to increase the what? The height. We increase the width now. Let's see how we can increase that. Then you come at the edge of the row like this. You hold your left click. Now you see I increase the what? The height of the cell. You see it, right? So that's how you can do that. So the next thing is you can do all what we have done in Microsoft Word, the alignment, the left, the right, the middle. Okay. Now in Microsoft Excel, we have 3 additional alignment, which we don't have in Microsoft Word. That is, yes, we have left align, right, and what? Center. In Microsoft Excel, we have top align, middle align, and we also have bottom align. That means if I want my text to be at the middle of my cell, then I will put it at middle align, even though it's at the center, but it will be at the middle alignment of the cell. Let me show you this. If you come here, now my text is at the bottom left alignment. Look at it, it's at the left and it's at the bottom. Now if I click on center, okay, let me highlight them all. Sorry, let me highlight them all. Then I click on center. Look at them, they are at the center. Center, bottom center. Now if I click on middle align, you see they are at the center of the what? Of the cell. I can take them to the top. Now they are at the top alignment of the cell. Please, are we all together with this? So Microsoft has Excel has this, so you can align it by this. So we have like 6 alignment here, while there we have 4. So the one that is absent here is justification. Do you understand? We don't have justification, justifying is not here, but we have top align, middle, left, right, center, and please, do you understand? Okay, so let's put it at the middle. I'm sorry, let me increase this a little bit so that you can see it clearly. So we can apply all other customization that we did. Italic, bold, underline, color, all those that we have done. If you like, go ahead and do it. Please, are we together? You can do that still here. So I can click on B to bold it. I can increase the size. I can decrease the size. I can change the font style. I can do whatever I want to do. Please, are we all together in this? So the next thing we are going to talk about is how to create a serial number. In Microsoft Excel, you don't need to create serial number by yourself. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you miss a number. You automate it. That means you create it. You just put something to do that for you. Because if assuming you can do it for 10 people, what if you have 200 people? How are you going to keep writing 1, 2, 3, 4? You are done with 200 people. Then you come and start entering their data. It will be very difficult for you, right? So to put that serial number, there are 2 ways that I will show you on how to do that. First of all, click 1. When you are on that serial number, click 1 and just press enter. Don't worry. We are going back to 1. Just click back on the cell. Now come here at the edge of the cell where your cursor turn to this black like this. Hold your left click and drag it to the end of that cell where that row, because we need row what? Row 21. We are at row 21. Then you stop there. It's going to create 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like this for you. The next thing is come here. You will see this bottom. Every Microsoft Word has it. Excel has it. Click on it and click on fill series. It will automatically create 1 to 20 for you. You don't need to do it. So it will not miss any number. Everything will be there for you. Even if you want to drag again, you want to apply it again. Even if you want to create 20,000 number, just keep scrolling down. And when you do the same, it will give you the same. and it will not miss any number. So that at the end of the day, we will miss number 19. You will be looking where is number 19. You will not see it. Please, are we together? The next thing we are going to do, you can centralize it if you want. You can align it. Do whatever you want to do with the serial number and the rest. So let's look at how to insert a row and how to delete a row, how to insert a new column and how to delete a new column. Please, are we all together? To insert a new row, you need to select the entire row to insert new one. Maybe I want to insert a row between 2 and 1. Then you need to select 2. Come here and click on the row where you want to insert them between, because inserting a row is inserted from the top. It's inserted from what? From the top. While column is inserted from the left-hand side. Please understand this that I said. Row is inserted from the what? Top. While column is inserted from the what? So now if I click on these two and I insert, it creates what? A new row for us between what? Now if I want to create a new row between 7 and 6, where will I click? On 6. Where will I click? If I click on 6, it will create it between 5 and 6. Then where are you going to? You are clicking on the 7. If you want to create a row between 5 and 6, then you click on what? 6. If it is 6 and 7, you click on what? If it is between 8 and 9, you click on what? Because rows are inserted from the what? Please, do you understand? So then, if you understand this, we are good to go. Then if you want to remove it, come here and select it again. Right click, then you what? Click on delete. It's gone forever. Likewise for the column, I want to create a new column in between here. Maybe I will call it gender. Then I'll right click on the C, on the column that I want to create, because the column I want to create is between name and what? State. Then I want to click on what? State. If I want to create it between state and LG, I will click on what? Because columns are inserted from what? Left hand side. So I will right click on this and click on insert. Then it will create new column for us here and we can create a gender column. Please, are we all together? If I want to decrease this width, I show you how to decrease. You decrease the width and you do whatever you want. You want to get rid of it, come back and right click. Then you click on what? It's gone. Please, are we all together? This is very simple now. It's easy. Very, very easy. Okay. So these are the normal things that you can do in Microsoft Excel, which if you understand this, believe me, you can enter data and whatever. The last thing that I will show you on this customization, and we are moving forward, is under this Microsoft phone number. Or when you are writing account numbers, phone numbers, the first zeros used to get rid of the first zeros, right? If I put 070 6630 9565, the first zero is gone. Every Microsoft Word, this is how it is. Because Microsoft Word, I told you, is for calculation. And it detects the number, the type of data you inside it detects it by itself. Any number, once we put a number, it detects that it's a number. That's why it gets rid of. There is no way number start with 0. No way. That's why I used to tell people when we are discussing, if we are discussing maybe data analytics with you, I could have told you that phone number, account number, all of them are not numbers. They are just identification IDs. They are not numbers. That's why we are seeing them as number, but they are not numbers. Do you understand? That's why on our computer think that they are numbers. That's why it removed the post 0. Like you in your account number, maybe you are using JAIS, you have 4 zeros or 3 zeros. It get rid of 3 zeros. You will not get paid. Because for the computer, it will get rid of so 000. It thought it's a number. It's not a number. It's just your account identification value. Please, do you understand? Do you understand this? So that way you need to tell Excel, okay, look, Excel, this is not a number. Don't get rid of that. That 0 is my life. If you remove 40 from Jair's account number, you'll not get. And this is what is happening. A lot of people cannot do this. A lot of people. So how do you do this? Is to change the format of the cell. To change what? Format of the cell and turn it to text. You are the one to tell the Excel, okay, look, whatever I'm writing here is a text. It's not a number. So even if I put zeros, even if I put 10 0, leave it there. That's how it is. It's none of your concern. But if you allow Excel to do it on its own, Excel is going to Get rid of all the 0, 0, 0, 0 and start where the value started. Because by default, there are millions of zeros before a number. That's by default. Okay, so to do that, what you need to do is now, any column of phone number or column of account number that you are going to use, highlight them all. Highlight them all. When you highlight them, on top of here, you will see general. Click on this general and come down and select text. Now you are telling Excel, okay, look, Excel, everything I'm inserting inside these cells that I highlighted is going to be what? Is going to be text. I don't want you to change it to number. I don't want you to convert it. So let me click on text. Now I click on text. So now if I come back, let me delete this number again and write it again. Okay, and press enter. Now my zero will remain there. I'm writing account number 000466666. Everything will stop there. Please, do we understand this? So this is something that you need to, I shall come back again. Okay, highlight it all. Samira, highlight it all. When you highlight the cell all that you want to insert the value under it, just go to this general. Even within general, you can write text. Like you are writing font style, you will see the text come out. Just press enter. Or you can click it and just scroll down. You will see text. Just click on text. Once you select text, everything will be turned to text. Then you go ahead and insert your zero the way you want to insert your zero. So this is what we are going to talk about customization. And I think this is where we will stop, and let's continue to formula and function. So for the formula and function, formula, we know formula is just a mathematical expression that brings out a particular result. It can be anything. It's just a mathematical expression. Formula of something will be x minus y divided by x multiplied by y, whatever, right? That's the formula. That's how formula are created, even with number or without number in laboratory or wherever. That's how formula is. So formula is just a mathematical expression. Why did it call a formula? Is because there must be a mathematical expression that will be a symbol that was used in the formula, right? It can be anything. It can be percentage. It can be any sign that you use as the formula there. While for the function is a predefined formula. Function is a what? Predefined formula. I'll give you a clear example between formula and function so that you will understand. In Excel, we have a formula of addition. That is, maybe you say C1. You know what C1 is all about. That is cell C1 plus cell C2. That means you use the arithmetic sign of plus to add them together. That's the formula of addition. But in Excel, we have a predefined formula of that addition, which we call a sum function. When you call a sum function in Excel, it will do addition for you. You don't need to put plus sign. Automatically, that sum function will do what? Will do addition for you. So the addition sign and everything, the expression of that addition formula is inside the sum function. That's why it's called a function, because it's a predefined addition formula. Please, do you understand this? Don't worry, we are just taking another dimension now. We are going to look at how to create some simple something. I just want to take you through all this to understand this. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I just talk about plus sign. I say maybe if we want to add, let me say December salary. Let me call it December salary. Let me call this January salary. Let me call this total. Just sorry, I just want to do something here. So I'm taking this, I'm checking it back to general because I want to do calculation now. It's not a text. So I can add 200,000. I can add 220,000. Okay. Okay. So let's say, for example, now I want to add this number with this number. That is this 220,000 with this what? to 200,000. I want to add them together. Let me just do something, please. I'm sorry. This that I'm going to do, don't worry. It's just something that you don't need to, don't mind this. Okay, don't mind it. I just want us to have numbers because we want to do something with the number. So that way I just create that. Okay. So now let's say I want to add this number, this one and this one together. So we want to use, first I'm going to use the formula. First, we are applying the formula to do that. We are going to say equals to this first 200 of December salary is under C what? Look at it well. C what? So I'm going to say C what? Tell me where it is. Look at it well, please. I told you is the intersection of column and row. What row this 200,000 is? Row what? Row If it is row 1, December salary is under what row? Tell me. Please don't get confused with serial number in Excel. Don't get confused with serial number. Serial number is something else. You can see serial number of 1 started at row 10, row 20 or row 10. So don't get confused with serial number. Just look at what I told you, the intersection of column and cell will give you the name of the cell. So this first 200 is under what? C2. So when you put C2, you see C2 is selected with this column. That means we selected what? C2. Then I put plus sign from my keyboard. You see it's where equal sign is, but you need to hold your shift and click on it. So now, excuse please. Excuse please. Excuse please. Now you select where January salary is. It's under what? D what? Then we write D2 and we are done because these are the two that we want to what? These are the two that we want to add together. Then press enter. It will give you what? 420,000. That's the total salary. Let me centralize it and you will see it. So now in Excel, one thing about Excel, even if it is millions of people that you have, you don't need to go ahead and keep writing this C2 is C3 plus D3, D4 plus. You don't need to do that. All you need is to what? Drag. Is to what? Drag. Then you come here where your cursor turned to that black, that where I show you when you did serial number, right? All you need is to drag down. Then it will apply this total across all the data. Please, are we all together in this? The next thing we are going to do is we want to know the total of December salary, January salary, and we want to know the total of this. So this dragging in Excel, you can drag horizontally. You can also drag what? Vertically. All what we have been doing is dragging horizontally. So now let's get the total of December salary. We want to know the total of January salary. We want to know the total of the entire salaries. So what we are going to do now, we are applying sum function, not addition formula. Why? Because if we want to apply addition, we want to say equals to C2 plus C3 plus C4 plus C5 up till C21. It's a very, very hectic task, right? Just delete that. When you put equal sign in all your formula and function, take note, you must start with equal sign. So when you put your equal sign, just write sum, open bracket. Then from this C1, C2, from this C2, highlight it up till you are what? C21. Then you close your bracket and you press what? Enter. Then it will give you the total amount of money based on the salary. Please, are we all together? So the next thing I told you to drag, you can drag horizontally, you can drag what? So now since we got only one and we need to drag it across vertically, all we need is to drag what? Vertically for us to get the total for January salary and the general total of the entire salary. So all we need is to come here and drag vertically. And then it looks like this, and this is how you get this. So I can bold this since it's the total, you bold it and you get your total. Please do you understand this? Please do you understand this? So likewise, so the way you do this for this plus sign, for this minus for subtraction, forward slash for division, forward slash for division, asterisk for what? Multiplication. All that you want to do, you can apply it the way we use that. But take note, it's only addition that has sum out of the simple arithmetics that we have. So for the rest of the two, or for the rest of the three, you need to apply them. You need to apply their formula to do them. For example, out of this salary that they have, I want to remove 50,000, maybe 50,000 charges. I want to remove 50,000. All I need to is to equals to this salary, which is E2 minus 50,000. Then press enter. If I want to remove it across everybody, then I will click and just drag down. Then it will remove what? 50,000 across everyone's salary. Maybe I want to divide their salary into 3. I will just say divided by 3. You see, I put forward slash 3 and press enter. It divided by 3. If I want, then I will drag it across everyone. It divide the salary by what? By 3. Maybe I want to multiply the salary by 2. Then I will put asterisk, that is star, if you like, call it star. Then 3, press enter. It multiply the salary by 3. If you want to take it across, then you drag down, you take it across. Please, do you understand this simple arithmetics? Do you understand? It's very simple. So, okay. Okay. So so this is how you can do it. So the next thing we are going to talk about, I'm sorry. The next thing we are going to talk about, I said we are going to talk about average. The mean, right? We are going to talk about the mean, the average. How do you know the average formula? How do you know to get the average value? For example, I want to know the average salary or December salary. What is the average December salary? We all know average, the formula of average. I don't want to confuse, don't worry, don't mind the formula. The formula of average is total sum divided by total count. That's the formula of average. If you have a row of data, sum the entire data, then divide the sum of that entire data divided by the count of the data. For example, now I have 20 people and I have the total. This is the total, right? This is the total. So I'm dividing this total divided by 20. It will give me the average. That's the formula of average. And I will show you that, don't worry. So now let's say we want to get the average. I'm deleting this. We want to get the average. The average formula is just equals to average, right? The average, open bracket, then you highlight the data. Then I'm highlighting these 20 rows that I have. Then I will close my bracket and press enter. This is the average, 272283.5. I told you the average formula is total sum divided by total what? Count. So if I want to know if the formula works, you want to know the formula, just say equals to this total sum, put divided sign, this is forward slash, divided by what? 20, because 20 is the total count. Then press enter. It will definitely give you the same thing. So that's why I told you the formula is the mathematical expression, while the function is the what? Predefined formula. So now we use average. We see the average sum function in Excel, and we also see the average formula in what? In Excel also. Please, do you understand this? Okay. So let's look at count. So for the count, I just put count is just count is a formula that count only the cells that has number in them. Please, do you hear what I said? Count is a formula that count the cells, only the cells that has number in them. That's what the formula is all about. If we like, we can skip the formula and just continue. Do you like the formula or we continue from here? So this formula, if I want to know, for example, now this December salary, I don't know how many people are there. Maybe I don't have serial number. I want to count how many salary I have. All I need is to say equals to count, open bracket, then I highlighted the what? The cells. Then when I close it and press enter, it will give me 20. If I come inside the salary and write, for example, ABS, it will give me 19. Why? Because its count does not count a cell that does not contain number in it. Please, do you understand this count? Okay, we'll stop here. I don't want to confuse you, but we just did this all for you to have just an overview of our Excel. There are tons of tons of formula and function if you want to learn. I even have them on my YouTube channel. You can watch that. I have 81 formula and function series webinar that I hold. So you can watch that. There are lots of them. You can learn and work with them. So that's aside. We are on with this module. So let's move to concatenation and text to column. Concatenation and what? Text to column. What concatenation is all about and what text to column is all about. Sometimes you'll have a data. You'll have a data that people put their names in full name. Ahmad Aminu Ahmad. Maybe you don't want it in full name. You want it in first name, surname, and other name. Do you understand me? Or sometimes you can have a data that is in first name, surname, other name. You want to put them together as full name. You don't want them in separate cells. How do you do it? That would bring us to this concatenation and what? Text to column. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm using your data. I'm opening that attendance. I'm using your data to do that. Did I lock this? So let me open it. So I'm using your data. First of all, let me hide this. Because I have your full name here, I'm using your full name. So let's say we start with the text to column. So I have a full name like this. And this full name, I want to separate it into first name, surname, other name. So I want to increase the cells. So if you want to do it past, you have 3 cells, you want to increase them for them to have the same size. You highlight them all, then you increase them together, then they will have the same size together. So these names that we have of people, we want them to start here. We want to separate them to be in 3 different columns, not the way it is as full name. That's text to column. That's what text to column is all about. So what you need to first of all, highlight them all. Highlight the names. Now we highlighted all the names. Then go to data from your menu bar. Go to data. You will see text to column here. Click on it. When you click on it, there is delimited and there is also fixed width. Let me just briefly explain this. This delimited, it means there is a character that differentiates the words that you want to separate. While this fixed width, it means you are the one that want to select where you want to cut from the text. But now we are only using this delimited and we are clicking on next. When you click on this delimited, just click on next. Now it will ask you what is the delimiter. That is, what is the separator? What separates this text that you want to separate? What separate them? By me looking at it, what separate this text is what? Space. Because after first name, there is space, then surname, then last name. Then you click on this. You deselect this tab and select on what? Space. You click on space. Sometimes it can be a character that is not part of the options you can select. So it can be any character. So you can select other and put the character. Maybe it's underscore, or it's forward slash, or it's a star, or it's dash, whatever. So you deselect this and select space. So once you select space under here, you see it looks like this. You see it separate the names. So then you click on next. Then it will ask you for the destination. Under this destination, it means where do you want these names to start? So we want them to start not under A2. We don't want them to override the source. We want them to start under this, where we create our first name. So I click on F2 because that's where our first name started, right? So I click on it. That way here it shows to F2. So the next thing you are going to click on is finish. Just click on finish and all the names will be separated into first name, surname, and other name. Please do understand this. Don't worry, I want you to follow along. When you are watching the video, you can do it because that way I'm just slow. I'm just taking it slowly like this. So the next thing we'll talk about is concatenation. Let's say we want to create the full name. After separating, maybe sometimes the data comes like this. We don't have this. So we want to now put them together. So the first name, surname, and last name, we want to put them together. So in that, you need to use concatenation for that. So you need to say equals to concatenation. That's the name of the formula, concatenate. concatenate. Then you open your bracket. The first thing you are going to select is the first name that you want to put. So the first name is under F2. So you select F2, comma. The next thing is what? The next thing is what? Are we selecting the second name, the surname? Next, after this, are we selecting the surname? Then we say G2, comma, then what? Then H2. Then we close bracket and we press enter. So you see, this is what it will show to us. There is no space between the names. It put everything together. It's because we did not specify a space in the formula. So we need to go back to the formula and say equals to concatenate and open bracket. When we say F2, comma, we need to put a space inside double quote. We need to put double quote and press space from our keyboard. Then we close the double quote. Then we put comma. That means after this name, there will be a space. Before what? Surname. Then surname is G2, comma. Then we put double quote and put space and put double quote again. Then we put comma. So after first name is space. After second name is what? Is space. Then we have last name, which is H2. So after last name, we don't need any space. So we are not inserting any space. So we are just closing it. Then we press enter. So when you press enter, it will create the name for you. So now all you need is to drag down till the end, and you stop there. So it put back everything together. So the only thing you need to do is, now I will show you how to copy and paste spatial. So for the copy and paste spatial is that the reason why I will show you this is that if you did not apply copy and paste spatial, if I delete the source where I copy this surname and put them together, if I delete the source, it will get rid of the names. For example, now if I come here and delete all this, you see, where is the concatenation? It's gone. So that's why I said I will show you how to copy and paste spatial to get rid of the formula you applied. So just highlight everything again, copy them on where you want to paste them. Even if you want to override them, just come to the first name that you have, right click on it, then you click on paste spatials, then you select values and you click OK. So now, even if I highlight everything, even if I deleted all this, even if I delete it, my full name will still remain intact. It will not go anywhere because it's not connected with the source of the data. Please, are we together? Don't worry, I know I'm speaking advanced level of all this. Don't worry. Some of you are, but I believe some of you are catching it, and some of you that will watch the video after, believe me, I believe that you will understand what I'm saying and you will know how to do this. So the next thing we are going to talk about, I think we'll talk about two things and we call it a day because we only have 11 minutes to go. I will do very fast to show you how to do this and then we call it this. You can go ahead and customize it the way you want and do it by yourself. We are going to talk about to create a template on how to manage case list and deadlines. That's what we'll talk about. How to manage case list and what? Deadlines. That's what we'll look at. After that, we'll look at how to create, or I'll allow you to go and create your income, expenses, and income tracker. Based on this simple arithmetic that we did, you can do that. Just create your column of expenses, create your column of income, right? Just start recording the money and date. That's all. It's very simple. You can do it. We don't need to do it here. You can do it. It's simple arithmetics. It's only, yeah, it's simple arithmetics. It's very easy. So let's see how we can create this template on how you can manage your maybe case list, deadlines, and everything. I'm not going to do it maybe up to the perfect. I will just show you where I think you might get confused or where you might see the best features that we want to see. So let me just, yeah, pardon me, I'm not going to write everything that you need to include on your table. Go ahead and do yours, but I will show you maybe some simple things. The first thing maybe you will say case name, right? We need case name, right? Or case number, case name and case number. Case number, case name, right? Or parties or whatever. Then we have, can we put first day? Is it first day that we can call it or what? Initial day. Go. What is the first day? Let's just put initial date. Initial date. I want to use for the date. Then we say maybe next adjournment, or let's just put adjournment. Okay. Okay, so then I'll call it deadline. Okay, let me just say deadline. You can name it whatever you want to name it in, because we want to see, or let me say days left. I can just say days left or status or anything that I want to do. I can put it. So now, okay, remark. Yes, you want to write a remark. Maybe when you are back. So when you are back, you can come and add another thing. Okay. So now you have your case number. Maybe you write the case number that however you want to write it, just write anything. Case name, you write the parties, right? Maybe Arab is a state. Okay. Initial date, maybe the case was given to you today, or let's say it was given last week. Let's say December 2025. So in Excel, let me say this to you. Even if you are creating your income and expenses calculator, when you are writing the date when the money comes in or out, when you are writing date in Excel, you start with the month followed by the date, then year. Please get use of that. So let's say December, 2nd December 2024. That's the initial date that you collected maybe the case. Date of filing. It can be date of filing. Yes, date of filing. I love this is kind of how it's supposed to. So date of filing. So now adjournment. Maybe you go to court. The case was adjourned. Let's say on to 17. Let's say it was adjourned to 17 February 2020. What 5? So let's say February 17, 2025. So now I want to know the days that left for me to appear in the court. So maybe you save it on your uh, your jota diary. Definitely you might forget sometimes, but if it is on laptop, once you open your schedule, your case managing template, once you open it, you will see how many days left for me for this case, how many days left. Do you get what I'm saying, please? So now what we are going to do, we are applying simple arithmetics. Some of you will be like, yeah, we are applying simple arithmetics with simple arithmetic with one function that is called today function. That's what we are doing to get that. Simple arithmetic with what? Today function. Simple arithmetics with today function. If you like, you can, if you don't even need to use the today function, you can use today function on your own and it will give you what you want. But let me show you how to do it with today function, and I will show you how to use the date. You are the one to put the date by yourself and it will calculate it for you. So now, this today function, what this today function did is that whenever you apply this today function in Excel, it will return the exact date that you have on your laptop in Excel for you. So that way, most of our laptops now have the correct date. Some of the laptop, if your laptop is updated, it must have correct date. If now I put equals to today, this is the function, equals to today, open and close bracket, that's all. Press enter, it will give you today's date. That's how the function works. If I close this file and tomorrow when we come, I open this file, automatically the date will change to what? Was 16. If I open it next tomorrow on 17, if I open it automatically, it will change to what? That's why this formula is okay. It will track the dates for you. You don't need to do anything. Once you apply the formula, it will track the dates for you. Please, are we together? So we are applying this formula to know how many days left for us. So what we are saying equals to this date of adjournment. We are going to say D2, where the date of adjournment is, minus today. That's all. Today, open and close. That's all what you are going to do. Then you press enter. It will turn this to you. It will give you a date. Why? We don't want it to give us this date. Because by default, since we are comparing two dates, Excel on its own decided to turn it to date for us, like it did to phone number for us. It turned it to general. It just removed 1 0 for us. So we don't want that. We'll go back to, you see, where this general is, turns to date automatically. We don't want that. What we want to see is what? We want to see the number of days that remain. The figures, that's all what we are after. Then we click on it and turn it back to general. Then you click on general and it will turn it to 2. So now this shows that it's only 2 days that left for you to go to what? To go to court. So now if I come here, maybe the case was adjourned to 3rd March, maybe 27, 2025. Press enter. It will tell you you have 40 days to the case. Please, are we together? So this is how you can do it. There are many things you can do on this. Time will not permit us to do that. We can advance this. We can create a lot of text. We can tell you that this, we can put a lot of remarks, a lot of colors, a lot of, even if we want it to be, to alert, maybe if 2 days left, we want it to show red for us. If it is, maybe we pass the date, we want it to show red. If it is due in 2 days, we want it to show yellow. If it is due on that day, we want to show green, and whatever, we can do that. But time will not permit us to do it. But let's just continue. If you like, go ahead and do that. So after this, you want to apply the formula across your template. Just drag it the way we just drag everything. Now, just when you drag it, is because all these are empty. That what it shows this. Don't worry about all this because you did not put any dates. When we come and put date, for example, 1st to 2025, and it was adjourned to 3rd 4 or 3rd 6 2025, you see automatically it shows 19. So don't worry about all this that it shows to you, is because this is empty, and once you put data, it will automatically turn to the number of days that left. You can go to court. Please, do you understand this? Okay, so let's continue. So the next thing we are going to talk about is that I told you this expenditure, income, and expenditure. It's something that you can go and do it. You work with this. Where is that file? This file. We talk about this. You know how to sum, right? You know how to sum, you know how to this, you know how to that. So when you sum your income, you see the total, right? When you sum your expenditure, you see the total. When you want to sum everything to see the income, the expenditure, and the total revenue generated, you know how to do that. So what's the big deal about it? Nothing. So thank you so much. I think we have 2 minutes to go. You have 2 minutes to ask questions if you have. We are going to call it a day here. Tomorrow when we come, we will start with Microsoft PowerPoint. We look at the use of the internet briefly, and then we talk about freelancing, and we wrap up everything. So if you have a question, go ahead. Ask your question, because in 1 minute time or 2 minutes, we'll call it a day. Those that are online, you can go ahead and ask your question if you have any. And if you don't, I will share the link of the recording to you tonight. Inshallah, the video will be available before tomorrow. Inshallah. Right from the beginning till the end, the video will be available right from the beginning. So if you have a question, go ahead and ask your question. If you don't have, I think it's time we call it a day. So see you tomorrow, and we continue from where we stopped. Now, those that did not fill the Google form, please go ahead and fill the Google form, because the attendance list is taken by using the registered people. Please. Now, what are we going to do? Okay, so after saying all this, I think we'll call it a day now. Yeah. Yeah. I come down here and apply some formula. Look at it. Like this and this. Then you use a formula. This is what we use. Then you use this plus sign to add C2 and D2, because C2 is where December, January is, and D2 is where this is. Then when you get one, you drag it for the rest. Likewise here, if you apply it here, you get the sum here, you drag it vertically for the rest. That's how we did it. But if you watch the video, you will see it and you can apply it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, let him ask. Yeah, ask, please. I have a tutorial for lecturers alone on this, how to get great formula and everything. I have that for lecturers alone. I have that webinar. But ask if you want. Yes. 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 That you want to reduce. Okay, that one, if you want to reduce maybe percentage based on uh grade level, for example, that is another formula that if I say I'm going to talk about percentage, it will take us somewhere. But let me show you one thing about this percentage. For example, I want to remove 20% of this salary. Let's say I want to know how many percentage is 20% of this. So what I'm going to say equals to this salary, that is C2, multiply by 20%. You see, this 40,000 is the 20% of 200,000. So if I apply this 20,000 across all here, it will remove, it will show me all the 20% out of everyone's salary. So if I want to remove this particular 20% again, then I will create another cell and call it maybe 40, maybe minus 40% from each cell. Then I will say equals to this C2 minus D2, because D2 is where I found my 20%. Press enter. Now it removes 20% out of the salary. And if I drag it down, it will remove 20% out of everybody's salary. So if I want, after this, I can copy it and paste special the way I did it before. Then I will delete this one that I got the figures for the 20%, and it will remain here. This is the 40% or 20% of the people. But there is a way you can put the formulas together and do it at once. There is a way you can do that. But it's kind of will go another dimension, which I want us to call it a day in that. So we see tomorrow. After saying all this, I think subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayka. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayka. Now, so no arrangement of names, please. If you have arrangement issue of arrangement of names tomorrow or tonight, we'll share the list in the group. That's how your certificate will come out. If you have issue on arrangement of names, please you speak out. We arrange the name because the certificate is going to be out based on the name the way you put it. Tomorrow we start by 9 dot, please. Today I'm here since 8:20 something. I'm here. So by 9, let's start by 9, please, because we have a lot to cover. I don't want us to. So you see, tomorrow Koba Bukwa will start. So thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful dream. Bye bye.